while, at police headquarters in an East Coast city, there was an identification card which read,
Name, Lucille Waters. Age, 24 years. Cause of death, poison. Classification, homicide. Investigation, proceeding.
Did justice triumph in this case? You will learn the answer tonight as you hear another thrilling reenactment of a famous true justice case. These real stories of the law, pitted against evil and corruption, are brought to you every week so that you may comprehend more fully the vast mechanism of justice in the pursuit of its duty toward the public. Though the names and places mentioned in these broadcasts are fictitious, these are real people and real crimes, based on the famous true justice cases, followed by millions of readers each week in the New York Sunday News and its syndicate. Tonight's case, Anniversary of Death. Lucille Waters, the victim in tonight's true justice case, was the type of woman most people like for a friend. Gay, sincere, fun to talk to, and go places with. Easy on the eyes, too. Not rich, but not poor either. Yes, life was good to Lucille Waters, until in the mind of a killer, murder was born. Anniversary of Death begins on the evening of May 20th, when Charles Waters, a tall, husky, middle-aged man, enters the telephone booth of a suburban drugstore.
Hello?
Hello, dear. How are you?
Charles, I don't care to talk to you, and that's final.
Oh, I know, but after all, I am your husband, and I've a right
You're
to...
not going to be my husband much longer. I've seen my lawyer, and I'm getting the divorce. You know that.
Yes, I do, but Lucille, dear, listen to me. Before we can go our separate ways, there are a few things we have to talk about.
I think we've both said everything there is to say, Charles.
Lucille, dear, I want to make some sort of financial settlement on you. That's why I'd like to see you and talk about it tonight.
I can get along perfectly well with what I have.
Of course, but you're entitled to some sort of settlement from me. Can't we discuss it tonight?
I'm afraid not, Charles. I have another one of my beastly headaches coming on. I don't care to see anybody.
Listen to me, Lucille, please.
There's nothing more to talk about. Goodbye, Charles.
Good evening, pretty lady.
Charles, what in the world are you doing on my doorstep? I've already told you that I don't want to see you.
Well, look, dear, I've brought you something.
Oh, flowers.
Violets for you to wear tonight. We're going to the movies.
You are persistent. But really, Charles, there's no use. I won't give in about the divorce.
I'm not asking you to. I just want to talk to you about the settlement and then take you to the movies.
But I still have such a terrible headache.
Oh, I'm sorry. I know your headaches are no picnic. Shall I go over to the drugstore and get you some aspirin?
No, I have some prescription tablets in my purse. I'll take some more of them.
Oh, yes, I remember. Those always made you feel better.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't feel so hot tonight myself. Today's May 20th, you know.
Well, what does the date have to do with the way you feel?
Oh, it's a combination of things, Lucille. Losing you, for one thing. And then today's the anniversary of my first wife's death, 2 years ago. Then my mother went in May, too. I just got thinking about them today and...
Oh, I'm sorry, Charles. I guess you do need some diversion tonight. Well, give me the violets and come on in. I'll fix you a little snack of supper.
And then the movies, Lucille?
Very well, Charles. And then the movies.
We shouldn't have walked to the movies. It's too far for you.
Sorry, I insisted. You probably missed the first part of the picture. Oh, I didn't get it.
Oh, your head's still aching?
Yes. Stomach feels funny, too. Maybe the headache tablets haven't taken effect yet.
Well, it's only a few more steps. When we get inside, the picture will take your mind off your troubles.
Yes, I'll be all right.
Look,
Yes?
Lucille, you go on in. I'll get the tickets at the box office and meet you in the lobby.
Oh, all right, Charles.
2 in the orchestra, please.
Oh, I've been cashing 20s all evening. Haven't you got something smaller?
I'm sorry, that's all I have.
Okay, here you are.
Hey, mister, you at the box office.
Yes?
Come in here quick. Your lady
Oh, what's the matter?
just stepped inside here and bam.
Oh, she fainted. Lucille. Oh, Lucille, dear.
That's no faint. She's got convulsions. I know. I've seen him before.
Good heavens. Get a doctor. Call an ambulance. We'll have to get her to a hospital quick.
Oh, help me. I don't want to die. I don't want...
Mr. Waters?
Yes, doctor. How is she?
Mr. Waters, I hope you can take this. I don't think your wife is going to pull through.
Oh no.
That is, unless she talks.
Talk. What do you mean?
She had a lethal dose of poison. I've tried every antidote I can think of. She's not responding. She'd only tell me what she's taken.
Well, doctor, you're wrong. My wife wouldn't try to do away with herself. It must have been something she ate. She probably got ptomaine.
Rubbish. I know ptomaine when I see it, and that's not what's wrong with Mrs. Waters. If I could just get her to tell me what kind of poison she took.
Doctor, she couldn't have taken anything. I've been with her all evening. It's something she ate. I'm sure it is.
Perhaps. But nevertheless, I'm calling the police.
The police?
Naturally. We always call the police on a suicide.
But this...
Even when there's an element of doubt, as there is in this case. We always call the police.
The hours tick by in this real case of a real crime, and still the victim lingers. With each return of consciousness, Lucille Waters tells the police and doctor at her bedside that she did not take anything. Yet they're almost certain she is dying of a deadly poison. Every known antidote for every known poison is administered without effect. She rallies and sinks, her baffling symptoms defying medical precedent. It is a hopeless battle against an unknown foe, but the doctor struggles tirelessly to keep her life from ebbing away. For the law seeks certain information from her. They must know if she is taking her own life or if this is murder. They must know that justice may be done. It is now 5 o'clock in the morning. Lucille Waters is rallying for the last time. The doctor and nurse watch anxiously as Captain Burns from Homicide once more draws his chair close to the hospital bed.
Mrs. Waters. Mrs. Waters.
I didn't take poison. I want to live.
Mrs. Waters, can you tell me what you did earlier tonight?
Mrs. Charles,
Where did you eat tonight?
at home.
Did your husband help you in the kitchen?
No. Oh,
What was he doing while you got supper?
I don't know. Reading the paper, I guess.
Mrs. Waters, you've been poisoned. Now, we're trying to help you. You must think. Remember everything you ate or drank tonight.
Yes.
Are you sure you didn't put anything in your mouth after you ate supper?
Oh, headache pills. My headache pills.
Who gave them to you? Who gave them to you?
Nobody. I had them in a box. Doctor, the pulse is only 48.
Better hurry it up, Captain. Right. Mrs. Waters, where are those pills now?
No more. I took them all. I'm going to get a prescription. Refills.
Is there anyone who would want to kill you?
No. I don't want to die. I want... Doctor, he's gone.
Captain, do, as far as she's concerned. Yes. You're sure she didn't die from natural causes, aren't you?
I am. But I could be wrong.
Natural causes. Suicide or homicide. I want to know which one beyond a shadow of a doubt. Maybe the coroner can tell me why an apparently healthy young lady, after eating a supper she prepared herself and taking her own headache tablets by her own hand, should die. Or maybe her husband can. It sure is nice of you, Captain Burns. Bring me in for a bite to eat. Well, Mr. Waters, I thought it might buck you up. I've got a pretty good idea how you must be feeling. Have another cup of coffee? Not right now, thanks. Mr. Waters, was your wife subject to repeated headaches? Yes. Poor girl. She suffered terribly from them. Mm-hmm. Well, how about those headache pills she was taking? You know what was in them? No, I don't. They were a prescription the doctor gave her. Well, outside of the food she ate for supper and those headache tablets, she didn't take anything else in her stomach all evening. At least that's what she told us just before she died. Was that true? I was with her all evening. That's all she had. Mm-hmm. Well, I'm getting a report on the prescription. In the meantime, I'd like your help, Mr. Waters. Now, you must know why your wife committed suicide, don't you? It wasn't suicide. That's what the doctor at the hospital kept saying. But I'm sure Lucille died of ptomaine. I'm sure of it. She wouldn't take her own life. Pretty fond of your wife, huh? Yes. She was a wonderful girl, but... Captain, I might as well make a clean breast of this. You'll find it out for yourselves, and then it'll look bad for me. What are you driving at, Waters? Well, Lucille and I were separated. We were going to get divorced. Oh. Well, thanks for telling me. That information could support my suicide theory. Maybe your wife was depressed over marital affair. I still say you're wrong. Well, I can't dig very deep into the causes for possible suicide until the autopsy report comes in. Autopsy? On Lucille? Well, that's routine in a case like this. I don't like to think of that happening to her. Well, sorry. Mr. Waters, your face looks vaguely familiar to me. Have you ever been down at headquarters? You ever been under arrest? Yes, I have been. When? 9 years ago. I see.
Oh, Captain Burns, there's a telephone call for you.
Oh, thank you. I'll be right back, Waters. Hey, waitress, you can bring me some more coffee.
Oh, yes, sir.
Captain Burns, please.
This is Johnson, Captain.
Oh, yes, Sergeant. What have you found out?
Well, I did just what you told me. Got samples of the food and drugs from the Waters house and took them all to the lab. They're working on them now.
Ah, good. Did you check Lucille Waters' headache tablet prescription?
Yes, I talked to the pharmacist who's been filling it. It was nothing but an aspirin compound.
Well, that's no help. Johnson, I'm going to keep working on this guy Waters. In the meantime, I want you to look him up in the file. Charles Waters. He admits he has a record. Find out what we hauled him in for. I'll see you later at headquarters.
Yes, sir.
Oh, one thing more. Build a fire under those guys in the lab and tell the coroner to speed up his report. I want to know immediately what killed Lucille Waters.
Johnson. Hey, Captain, you back so soon? I thought you'd be tied up with Waters a couple of hours.
No, I couldn't get any more information out of him, so I let him go home. Now, what's been happening in the office here?
Well, the lad completed the analysis of the food and drugs that I got from the Waters house. They report there's not a trace of poison in anything.
Clean, huh?
Yeah.
Well, that lets out the possibility of ptomaine. Now, how about the coroner's report?
Well, he hasn't called in yet. But I have the record card you wanted on Charles Waters.
Good, let's see it. Charles Waters arrested May 20th, 1925. Held up trolley car, shot and wounded. Motorman confessed, sentenced to 9 years in state penitentiary.
Yeah, looks bad for the guy. Anyone who could shoot could poison. But that isn't what's so peculiar, Captain.
Well, what do you mean?
Look at the date the crime was committed. May 20th. And yesterday was May 20th. And what happens? His wife gets a dose of poison and dies.
Coincidence, Johnson. Besides, we're not sure about the poison part yet.
Yeah, but listen to this one. Died Mrs. Bertha Waters, May 20th, 1936. Cause of death unknown. Beneficiary, Charles Waters.
What was the relationship?
She was his wife.
That's so. Married before. Well, he didn't tell me about that. He seemed on the level about everything else, though.
And here's another card from his mother.
Let me have it. Mrs. Mary Waters. Died May 20th, 1934. Cause of death unknown. Beneficiary? Charles Waters.
You see what I mean about the dates? They all happened on May 20th.
Yeah. 4 times is an awful lot of coincidence, if you ask me. Deaths of 3 of Waters' kin and a violent crime for which he was sent up. All taking place in the same date over a period of years.
Captain Burns.
Oh, yes, Connor, come in.
I have the autopsy report on Lucille Waters.
Good, let's have it.
She died of strychnine poisoning.
Oh.
I found enough of it in her stomach to have killed 6 people.
What?
But, Connor, doesn't strychnine poisoning usually show up within 15 minutes or so?
As a rule, yes. The victim reacts with convulsions very shortly after the poison is taken into the system.
Oh, there's a discrepancy here somewhere, Connor.
Hmm?
We know Lucille Waters took nothing into her stomach for nearly 3 hours before she was stricken.
Yeah, and she lived about 12 hours after the first convulsion.
Well, that's peculiar. Strychnine usually kills within 2-3 hours.
Well, then why didn't it kill her sooner than it did?
Well, it probably would have if it hadn't been for the antidotes given her.
Well, then why didn't the antidote save her?
Well, probably because she wasn't treated soon enough. And there wasn't enough antidote for the amount of strychnine.
Yeah, I can see that. But how could you account for the length of time it took the poison to react in this case?
I can't answer that, Burns.
Yeah. Now, let me see what we've got now. We know Lucille Waters didn't die of natural causes. And I don't believe she committed suicide.
And that leaves only murder, Captain.
Yes. It leaves only murder. And it means we've run into a very clever killer. Well, since Charles Waters is our number 1 suspect, let's get to work and see what motives Charles Waters might have for killing her.
The wheels of justice are turning faster now, and the police doggedly accumulate every shred of available evidence against Charles Waters. His wife's will reveals Charles as beneficiary, and a possible motive for the crime is established. An autopsy is ordered performed on the remains of the first wife, a procedure that will take some time. Meanwhile, concealing all knowledge from their suspect, the police bring Charles Waters to headquarters. Under the cross-questioning, he changes from the smooth-spoken, grief-stricken husband and reveals his true self, vicious, taunting, cruel.
Waters, the evidence is against you. You may as well come clean with us.
Come clean about what?
Admit you murdered your wife, Lucille.
Prove it.
You murdered her for her money. You knew she was going to divorce you, and then you'd be out of the picture. So you killed her.
Prove it.
You switched bills on her. Gave her poison instead of headache tablets. Didn't you? Didn't you?
Prove it.
Did you kill your first wife the same way? Did you kill your mother that way, too? They all died on the same date over a period of years. May 20th seems to have been the anniversary of death.
So what? What if they did all die on May 20th? That doesn't mean a thing. You'll have to prove something, Copper. Get the proof.
He's got us, Johnson. We know he's guilty, and he knows we know he's guilty. We can't let that killer get away with it.
Well, I've got every seller of strychnine in the county lined up, Captain. Maybe we'll be able to hook him this way. Now, one of these men may have been the one who sold him the strychnine.
Right. Send the men in one at a time.
Okay, gentlemen, if you'll come this way, file in one at a time.
Now, I'd like each of you to take a good look at this man sitting in here. Tell me if you've ever seen him before. All right, you, how about it, sir?
I don't know him.
Very well. Did you ever see this man before?
No, sir, Captain.
Ever see this fella?
No.
Ever see him?
Nope.
Ever see? No.
Nope. You're licked, Captain. If there's one thing I learned up at the big house, it's this. You have to have proof to send a guy up.
I've got a plan, Johnson. I'm going to take Waters over to the morgue to view the body.
The chief isn't going to like that.
Well, I'm not going to get rough with him. I'm just going to use a little psychology on him. Now, he doesn't know about our recent findings. And if I tell him about it in the office here, it may lose its impact.
How do you mean, Captain?
Well, if I hold that information until we get down in the morgue, and if I can establish the right mood, he may break.
Yeah, little psychology might work.
Well, I want you and one of the boys to hide yourselves in the morgue before we get there. If he talks, take down every word he says.
Why did you bring me here to the morgue? I don't like it.
Now, just relax, Waters.
Relax. In a morgue?
Yeah, I suppose it might be difficult for you. We members of the police force get kind of hardened to it. We see so much of suicide and homicide.
What's this under the sheet on the slab? A body?
Of course.
I'm moving farther away. I don't like to be so close to a corpse.
Ah, stay where you are. You aren't afraid of a corpse. Tough guy like you.
What did you bring me down here for, anyway?
Waters, I have something interesting to tell you. Something I thought you might like to hear.
You're still trying to pin Lucille's death on me, aren't you, Copper?
Well, who said anything about Lucille? You're jumping to conclusions, man.
Well, you've been at me for so long about it.
What I have to tell you has nothing to do with Lucille at all.
No?
No. It has to do with your first wife, Bertha.
Bertha? What about Bertha?
We performed an autopsy on her remains.
You couldn't have. She's been dead too long.
Oh, no. And the coroner's report was very interesting. She died of strychnine poisoning.
Strychnine?
Yes.
So what?
It just means that the evidence is piling up against you. Your wife Bertha died of strychnine, and your wife Lucille died of strychnine, too. Now, I'm going to show you.
But don't let that sheet.
It's only your wife, Lucille. Come on, Waters, take a look at her. Here, I'll uncover her.
Oh. Yes, I see it.
She doesn't look much like herself, does she? Face all twisted in agony. Not much like the pretty girl she was before you killed her.
I didn't kill her.
Yes, you did, Waters.
No.
All right. Now on the table right next to Lucille, we have the remains of your former wife, Bertha.
No, don't let that sheet. I can't look at
You
her.
killed her. You killed them both, Waters. Lucille and Bertha and your mother. Own up to it.
No, I didn't.
Very well, then. I'll just remove this other sheet.
But don't lift that sheet.
Own up, Waters. You killed your mother, your first wife, Bertha, and your second wife, Lucille. Why don't you tell the truth? What do you say, Waters?
No, I didn't. I didn't do it.
All right, then you're going to have to
Don't
forget it.
uncover, Bertha. Don't, please. I
Yes, Waters.
did it. I killed them.
Both Lucille and Bertha?
Yes.
All right. Let's hear it from the beginning. How did you kill Lucille?
I switched pills on her. She thought she was taking her headache tablets. I switched them for the strychnine pills while she was in the kitchen.
Where did you get strychnine pills?
I'd had them a long time. Stole them from a doctor's office. Years ago.
Why did it take so long to act?
They had an extra heavy coating on them. Took hours for that coating to dissolve. That's why nobody ever guesses it's strychnine. Doesn't act like strychnine usually does. I experimented with them. Tried them on dogs, horses. When I was sure how they'd work, I used them on people.
You killed for money, wasn't that it?
No. It wasn't the money.
Well, you were the sole beneficiary in each case.
But you don't know what happens to me. Every year, on May 20th, I have to kill. I have to. I can't help it.
You wouldn't be fixing yourself an insanity plea, would you?
You'll find out.
I think so. Oh, by the way, it's not Bertha under this sheet. It's only a wax dummy.
You tricked me. I deny everything I said. I deny it.
It's too late, Waters. From now on, what happens to you is up to the courts of law.
Justice moved swiftly in the case of the people versus Charles Waters. A tentative plea of insanity is entered and shattered by the law. For doctors and state criminologists alike testified that Charles Waters was well aware of the consequences of his acts. No one but Charles Waters himself knows why he always chose May 20th as the anniversary of death. But whatever his reason, justice decreed that he pay for his crime. Right now, he's behind the bars of a state penitentiary, where he will spend the rest of his days, never again to walk as a free man. And so it is that the death card bearing the name Lucille Waters has been removed to the inactive file at police headquarters and marked Case Closed. Justice has triumphed.
Plan to be with us again next Wednesday night at the same time for another famous true murder story entitled Murder Under the Hat. Another dramatization of one of the Did Justice Triumph cases, published each week in the New York Sunday News and its syndicate. The names of all persons, characters, and places on this program are entirely fictitious, and any similarity to actual persons, living or dead, is purely coincidental. These programs are produced and directed by Jock McGregor and are dramatized by Bart Conray. The narrator was George Carson Putnam. The orchestra, under the direction of Emerson Buckley, played music especially written for this program by Richard DuPage. This is Carl Caruso speaking. This is the Mutual Broadcasting System.
Did justice triumph? Police headquarters, Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Named Arthur Drake.
Age, 40 years.
Cause of death, blows of claw hammer.
Classification, murder.
Investigation proceeding.
The Mutual Broadcasting System presents another thrilling case from the files of True Justice Stories, followed by millions of readers each week in the New York Sunday News and its syndicate. Tonight's case, the Marriage Bureau Murder. Tonight's true case history of crime begins on a hot, sultry morning in June 1944. A large interstate truck rumbles along the dry roads of Oklahoma. Lonely roads, for it's early in the morning. The truck driver yawns, turns to his assistant.
Hey, Ed, wake up. Wake up!
Morning already?
8 o'clock. Time for you to take over.
You're a clock watcher, Bill, if I ever saw one.
Anyone's a clock watcher if he's been driving all night.
Okay, stop the truck and we'll change seats.
I'll sure be glad when we get to Texas.
Me too.
I got a date with the cutest little babe I ever saw down in San Antonio.
Hope she's got a friend.
I think I can fix it up.
Well.
Hey, Ed, look at that.
What? Where?
Over there, side of the road.
Looks like a woman.
Come on.
There is a woman.
Was. Gosh.
Horrible. What do we do?
We gotta tell the cops about this right away.
Bill, where are we?
Not far from Muskogee. I saw a farmhouse back a ways. We'll phone from there.
Bill?
Yeah.
She's been murdered.
There's the body, Sheriff. On the side of the road.
Just where that truck driver said it was.
He wasn't kidding when he said she had been murdered.
Well, let's get to work.
Yeah, that's what this is going to be.
You get the camera ready while I take a look at this corpse.
Okay, Sheriff.
Looks as if she's been struck on the head with a hammer. Claw hammer. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. I can count 10 hammer marks.
Boy, whoever did this sure did a job on her.
She apparently raised her left arm to shield her head from the first blow.
Yeah, the left sleeve of her coat's torn.
And the left arm is badly bruised.
How old would you say she was, Sheriff?
Oh, about 40, about 5 feet, 120 pounds. We got a complete and accurate description from the medical examiner.
Married, if that wedding ring means anything.
We'll find out. Ready for that picture?
Yeah, all set.
Okay, get it from all angles.
Right.
I noticed some tire marks over here just off the road.
Yeah. There's footprints here near the body.
Yeah, they'll not help us much, I'm afraid. Those truckmen were here, too, remember?
I better measure them just in case.
Yeah, we'll come out later and get a moulage of these tire prints. Leave Casper to watch things here till the medical examiner arrives.
Yeah, I got the picture, Sheriff.
All right, Warren. We better get back to town. We've got plenty of work ahead of us.
I guess there's nothing more we can accomplish here. Oh, well, what next?
The first thing we've got to do is identify this woman.
Was a man, possibly her husband, who may have been seen traveling with her in a moderate-priced automobile. Tire tracks of the car, as well as a man's footprints found at the scene of the crime, lead to this conclusion.
Well, Warren, anything new?
Yeah, quite a bit, Sheriff. I don't know what it adds up to yet.
Well, you're too impatient, Warren. If you're going to hold down the job of deputy sheriff around here, you've got to learn to acquire one of the prime qualities of a police officer. Perseverance. Dogged perseverance. Combined with patience.
But I want to get my hands on the maniac who did it.
I know, Warren, I know. Very possibly you will if you remember what I've just said. Now, what have you got,
Our telephone reports have been coming in all day, Sheriff. The radio and the press has sure spread this thing around.
Cooperating beautifully. Well?
I've arranged a sort of digest of what's come in, and I've tried to put it in chronological order.
Go ahead.
John Holbrook, owner of Good Rest Tourist Camp south of Kansas City, reported a man and a woman rented a cabin from him last night and left early this morning. It wasn't too clear as to description.
Well, that's not much. Go ahead.
A service station at Fort Scott, Kansas, reported a man and a woman in a 1941 Ford Coupe stopping there for gas at 6 a.m. A Columbus, Kansas cafe reports a man and a woman in a similar Ford Coupe stopping there for breakfast at 7 o'clock this morning.
Yeah.
And get this, Sheriff. At 7:30 a.m., a gray Ford Coupe was seen racing through Veneta at about 60 miles an hour. A man and a woman were in it.
So what?
Well, just this. Just about 8 o'clock this morning, the same car was seen going through Veneta at about 60, but this time in the opposite direction, north, and only a man was in the car.
Well, now, that sounds as if it might lead us somewhere. We'll backtrack on all these reports, Warren.
The only difficulty, Sheriff, is that no one I talked to could be positive about checking with a description of the victim. And no one could give me an accurate description of the man.
How about the license number?
No dice.
All right, Warren, we'll let the men sift these reports because I think you and I have to travel in a different direction.
Where?
I don't know. But I do know that we've got to concentrate on this pair of blue shoes. See anything unusual about them?
Only that they're mighty small. Hey, she has the smallest feet I've ever seen. But I
Warren,
don't see...
Don't you realize that the only label we found on anything the woman wore is on this pair of shoes?
Yes, but Richard's shoe shop, wherever it is, might have sold 1,000 pair of shoes like this.
But you yourself have just remarked that these shoes are unusually small. Now, this is the only thing remotely tangible that we have to work on. We're going hunting for Richard's shoe shop.
Okay, Sheriff. But that might take us on a tour of the whole United States.
To locate a local shoe shop with nothing more than a mere label is a difficult task in a nation as large as the United States. And this fact Sheriff Crawford and Deputy Warren soon learned. But with dogged determination, the two Oklahoma police officers keep checking. They drive hundreds of miles following false clues. They visit a shoe manufacturers' convention, which it so happens is in session in Oklahoma City. No one has ever heard of Richard's shoe shop. More checking, more disappointments. The search now looks hopeless. Then one day, just 10 days after the woman's body had been found, Deputy Warren talks with a shoe clerk in Memphis, Tennessee. The clerk says the shoes look as if they'd been manufactured by a shoe company in his own hometown, Indianapolis. Warren visits the shoe company. Do they have a customer whose trademark is Richard's Shoe Shop? The manager looks in his records. Yes, he has such a customer. It's a store located in Peoria, Illinois. Immediately, Sheriff Crawford and Deputy Warren journey to Peoria. Talk to the owner of Richard's Shoe Shop.
We're police officers, Mr. Richard, from Oklahoma.
Yes, what could I do for you?
Unwrap those shoes, Warren.
Right, Sheriff.
Forgive me, gentlemen, but may I ask what this is all about?
We're returning a pair of ladies' shoes, Mr. Richard, which we hope were purchased in your store.
Oh, well, let me see them.
Here you are.
Did those shoes come from your shop, Mr. Richard?
Well, yes. Yes, they did.
Could you possibly give us the name of the customer?
Well, sir, I don't know whether I can or not. You see...
You're afraid of getting someone into trouble?
Well, you might call it that. Of course, I don't want to seem uncooperative, but...
Warren, got that picture handy you took of the body?
Oh, here. Was this your customer, Mr. Richard?
What? That's Dorothy Maxwell. She's dead?
Yes, Mr. Richard, she's dead. That's why we're here.
Oh, I see.
And did you sell her these shoes?
Yes, I did.
How do you know?
Well, because of the size and because of the extra high heel.
The size, huh?
Yes. Dorothy, she was one of my regular customers. She wore a size 3 AAA. We had a terribly difficult time fitting her. Oh, I can't believe she's dead.
Murdered, Mr. Richard. That's why we're asking you to give us her address. You have it?
Yes, of course I have. You see, she had an account with us.
We'd like that address, Mr. Richard.
Certainly, sir. Just a minute. Oh, I can't believe...
Our first big break, Sheriff.
I told you, Warren, that patience was a necessity in our work. Patience and perseverance. But don't get so enthusiastic. We're just beginning.
Here you are, gentlemen. Here's the address on this slip of paper. Now, that's your mother's house out on High Street. I'll tell you how to get there.
She's home, Sheriff.
Take it easy, Warren. If she isn't, we'll come back.
That fellow Richard's quite a character.
Yes, gentlemen.
You're Mrs. Maxwell?
That's exactly who I am. I don't want to buy anything today.
Just a moment, Mrs. Maxwell.
Well, we're not selling anything.
Well, then why are you knocking on my door?
We've come to talk about your daughter, Dorothy.
My daughter? She's not here.
We know, Mrs. Maxwell.
How do you know? Who are you men?
We're police from Oklahoma.
Way up here from Oklahoma? But that's where my daughter is. I had a letter
yes,
from...
Yes, Mrs. Maxwell, we know.
You know I had a letter?
No, we know she's in Oklahoma.
But why, is anything wrong?
Mrs. Maxwell, your daughter is dead.
Dead? Oh.
She's fainted.
You got her, Warren?
Yeah, I got her here.
All right, let's get her inside. Here, I'll give you a hand.
In the living room here?
Yes. Put her on the sofa.
Okay, Sheriff. Yeah, here.
That's right.
There she is.
All right.
Oh, I must have fainted.
You did, Mrs. Maxwell. Feeling better?
If I could have my smelling salts out in the kitchen.
I'll get them.
They're on the shelf over the sink.
I'll be right back.
Oh.
I'm sorry we had to startle you the way we did, Mrs. Maxwell, but it was necessary for you to know the truth so that you'd give us the information we need to catch your daughter's murderer.
Did you say murderer?
Mrs. Maxwell, we're going to make it as easy for you as we can. I know very well how you must feel hearing that word. I also know you're going to do all in your power to help us apprehend whoever is responsible.
But how do you know? How do you know she was murdered?
Because we found her body by the side of a road. And, well, I'd rather not say any more.
I can't believe it. I just can't.
Here you are, Miss Maxwell, the smelling salt.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Now, this picture, Mrs. Maxwell...
no, Warren.
What picture?
It's a photograph of your daughter, Dorotha, as we found her. I'd rather you didn't see it.
No, I'd rather not.
These shoes, Mrs. Maxwell, were they your daughter's shoes?
Yes. How did this happen?
And that's what we want you to tell us, Mrs. Maxwell.
Me? Tell you? I don't know.
We want you to tell us just why your daughter left home, where she went, and most particularly who she went with.
You see, we want to get the man who did this, Miss Maxwell, and we want your help.
The man who killed my daughter. I'll do everything I can to help you.
Good. Now let's start at the beginning. First, when did Dorotha leave home?
Well, when she got that letter from Mr. Drake through the matrimonial bureau.
Mr. Drake?
Matrimonial bureau?
Yes. See, Dorotha hadn't had much luck with marriage. He started off when she was very young, had 3 husbands right in succession.
Mm-hmm.
None of the marriages worked out very well, so she decided to try this Till Death Do Us Part matrimonial bureau in Chicago. It's a sort of correspondence club.
And she corresponded with this Mr. Drake?
That's right. He was listed as a very rich man from East Texas. Oil business, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, he was rich. Well, after a few letters and an exchange of photographs, David proposed marriage to Dorotha, and she accepted. She sold some property she had here, put the money in a money belt, and left for St. Louis to meet David and marry him.
Money belt?
Yes. Dorotha was always afraid of being robbed.
How much money did she take in her money belt, Mrs. Maxwell?
Just a little more than $3,000. She called it her dowry. Dorotha was always so romantic.
I suppose she had some jewelry.
Oh, yes. Presents from her former husband, you see. She had one necklace that her last husband sent her from Africa. It was pure gold.
Will you please describe it?
Well, I always called it the Casablanca necklace, because that's where it came from. As I say, it was pure gold, made by the Arabs.
I see.
It was beautiful. I always kind of hoped she'd give it to me.
Well, now, let's get on with the story, Mrs. Maxwell. You said your daughter left Peoria for St. Louis to marry David Drake.
Yes. Mm-hmm. She married him in St. Louis. Then they started on a motor trip to his estate in Texas. They had a fine trip.
She rode to you, I suppose.
Oh, almost every day. She was so happy. They stopped in tourist camp.
You remember where?
Well, I have the letters upstairs. I remember the last one I had was from a tourist camp near Kansas City. They were on their way south then.
That checks, Sheriff.
Yes, Warren. Mrs. Maxwell, I'm going to ask you to let us see those letters.
All right.
And that photograph on the mantel, have you one like it that you could let us have?
Yes, I believe I do.
Fine. And do you by any chance have Mr. Drake's Texas address?
Well, I don't believe he ever told Dorotha just where he was located in Texas, but I can get you his St. Louis address. He had an apartment there. I have it. Because that's the only address Dorotha could give me when she left home.
Good. That'll be our next stop. We'll see what we can find in Mr. Drake's apartment with the help of the St. Louis police.
You think he killed my daughter?
We don't know, Mrs. Maxwell. You see, we can't afford to reach conclusions until we have proof, evidence. The kind of evidence we hope to get in St. Louis.
Good of you to give us a hand, Sergeant.
Glad to cooperate, Deputy Warren. As soon as I got your wire, I arranged for a search warrant for this apartment. The superintendent gave me the key.
I'd better ring first, Sergeant.
Yes, you're right, Sheriff. The super said Drake was away, but you never can tell.
Maybe he's in there. He's either asleep and doesn't intend to answer the door.
Might as well open up, Sergeant.
Right.
Now, careful, everybody.
No one here, Sheriff.
I'll look in the bedroom, in the bath.
Thanks, Sergeant.
Sheriff, look here on the desk. This picture.
A man and a woman.
Sturgis and Mildred. In memory of our wonderful honeymoon.
Looks like Mr. Drake had another wife.
But I thought his name was David.
He probably had several names. Let's see that letter on the desk.
Addressed to Mr. Sturgis Jones.
We're getting somewhere, Warren. A bill from the Till Death Do Us Part Matrimonial Bureau for an introduction to Miss Dorothy Maxwell. Things are beginning to gel. He doubtless had a deal with this bureau to use two names.
No one in there, Sheriff. But I did find this photo in the bedroom.
Thanks, Sergeant.
Well, that's the man in the other picture, Sturgis.
Yes, I think we can use this. Warren, I want you to stay here and make a thorough search of this apartment.
Right, Sheriff.
With the aid of the sergeant and the St. Louis police, I'm going down to headquarters and take a look through the files. After that, you and I will head south, visiting tourist camps, trying to pick up the trail of Mr. Sturgis Jones, alias David Drake.
You are listening to the case history of an actual crime, one of the most cold-blooded, horrible murders in Oklahoma crime history, and one of the most remarkable examples of careful and painstaking detective work in the history of any state. After days of disheartening and discouragement, justice, personified by Sheriff Crawford and Deputy Warren, is beginning to make progress, is edging closer to the killer of Dorothy Maxwell. But who is he? Where is he? The two hard-working police officers have identified the victim. They have identified the man she married through a matrimonial bureau. But they have no evidence that this man killed Dorothy Maxwell. Armed with photographs of Dorothy and her husband, Crawford and Warren visit 5 tourist camps with no success. Then at the Good Rest tourist camp south of Kansas City on Route 69, they talk to the owner, a Mr. John Holbrook.
Ever seen these two people before, Mr. Holbrook?
Let me see. Yeah, I believe I have, Sheriff.
Do you recall their names?
Just a minute. Let me look at my register here. Yeah. These are photographs of Mr. and Mrs. David Drake. They stopped here on the 18th of June. Hey, is this the woman?
This is the woman you phoned us about, Mr. Holbrook, on the day of the murder.
Well, I'm sorry I wasn't able to be more accurate about the description at the time. We so many people in and out. But with these photographs...
Mr. Holbrook, do you by any chance keep a record of the license numbers of your guests' cars?
Well, yes, I do. I think it's a good idea. You never know.
What is the license number of Drake's car?
Let me see. Drake. Ford Coupe, gray, Indiana plate.
Indiana?
Yep. I'll write the number down here for you.
This is a new wrinkle, Sheriff.
But one I like, Warren.
There you are, Sheriff. Anything more I can do?
You've done plenty already, Holbrook. Thanks very much. Now we're on our way to Indiana to check these plates.
We've sure done some traveling on this case, Sheriff.
Yes, Warren, and we may have to do a lot more.
Yes?
You, Mr. Baker?
That's right. Who are you?
We're police officers. We'd like to see your car.
A gray 1941 Ford Coupe.
Well, I'm afraid that isn't possible.
Not possible. Now, listen, Mr. Baker.
Just a minute, Warren. Mr. Baker, you mean your car isn't here?
Yeah, that's right. I lent it to a friend last month for a trip.
I see. And who is that friend?
Well, if something happened, I may not...
Routine checkup, Mr. Baker. We're from Oklahoma. Checked the license of your car with the Indiana authorities and found you.
Oh.
Afraid we'll have to have the name of your friend.
Well, as a matter of fact, it's his wife who's my friend. My friend's wife, that is.
Well, what's a man's name and address?
Sturgis Jones.
Sturgis Jones, huh? And the address?
Look, officer, I don't know about...
You better know. Unless you want to be arrested for aiding and abetting a crime.
Crime?
Let's have that address.
It's 1220 Park Avenue.
Here in Indianapolis?
Yes. Has there been an accident?
Some people may call it that. We call it murder.
Murder? My car?
A little advice, Mr. Baker.
Yes, sir.
One word about our visit here to your friend or his wife or anyone, and you'll be in plenty of trouble.
Yes, I understand.
Come on, Warren. We're going to make another visit to 1220 Park Avenue. Now, Mrs. Jones, where's your husband?
I don't know. I tell you, he's away on a trip.
But we've got to know.
Why are you officers questioning me like this? What's Sturgis done?
We don't know yet, for sure.
But one thing we are sure about, he's married another woman.
Married another... I don't believe it.
You will, Mrs. Jones. Is this your husband's picture?
Where did you get that?
From his apartment in St. Louis.
Apartment in St. Louis?
Yes.
I just can't understand. Yes, that's his picture.
Where did he say he was going in the car he borrowed from Mr. Baker?
On a business trip out west.
Well, what he really used it for was a honeymoon.
Yes, but he wasn't using the name of Jones for that trip. It was David Drake.
You officers seem to know a lot about my husband.
We'll know more if you'll help us.
Why? Why should I help you against my husband?
Because he's married another woman.
And because he's wanted for questioning concerning a murder.
Murder? Who?
The other woman.
Oh. Well, what do you want to know?
First of all, where is he?
I told you I don't know, and it's the truth. All I know is that he's away on a business trip.
When do you expect him back?
Perhaps today, perhaps tomorrow.
Good. Now, Mrs. Jones, I know you want to see that justice is done, no matter how much you love your husband. Tell us, how did you happen to marry this man?
Well,
We don't want to pester you, Miss Jones, or annoy you, but you must cooperate with us. It's just possible that we'll be able to save you from the fate of that other woman.
What was her name?
Dorothy Maxwell, from Peoria, Illinois.
So that was it.
What was it?
One day, a month ago, I happened to come into the room when Sturgis was writing a letter. It was addressed to a woman named Dorothy, and he had written, "After we are married, we will be very happy." We had an argument. He told me it was just a joke.
Well, Mrs. Jones, how did you happen to marry him?
Well, I was lonely. I didn't like my office work at all. I didn't know what to do, so I wrote to a matrimonial agency. Got a list of names and descriptions and what the men did and so forth. Well, Sturgis and I started a correspondence. We exchanged photographs and, well, we got married. That's about all.
And he took frequent business trips?
Yes, he did.
And always came back with plenty of money?
Yes, we've been very comfortable.
Mrs. Jones, in the interest of justice, I'm going to ask you a great favor.
Yes, Sheriff.
You have a spare room in the house, a guest room?
Yes. Yes, I have.
I wonder if you'll be good enough, cooperative enough to permit Deputy Warren and me to stay here until your husband returns.
Yes, Sheriff. You officers can stay here until he gets back. And then I hope you take him away.
3 days pass, each day marked by a telephone call from Sturgis Jones to his wife Mildred. He is on his way home, and the two police officers wait, patiently wait, for they know now that the trap is set. But Sturgis Jones does not come home. Perhaps he's been forewarned. Perhaps not. Then...
That's him.
All right, Warren. You on one side of the vestibule. I'll be on the other.
I got my gun ready.
I doubt if you'll need it. I don't think this louse is the kind that uses a gun.
Coming, Sturgis.
Well, hello, darling. It's all so good to get home.
Hello, Sturgis.
Well, why so serious? Not even a smile? Mildred, who are these men?
They're police officers.
Police?
Yes, Jones, from Oklahoma.
Remember?
Oklahoma?
We want to talk with you, Jones, or Drake, or whatever your name is.
Talk with me? About what?
About a murder
in Oklahoma
on the 18th of June.
At 8 o'clock in the morning.
I have no idea what you're talking about, but let's all go in the living room and sit down,
Frisk him, Warren.
Right, Sheriff.
Oh, no, really, this is nonsense. You can't...
Don't tell us what we can do and can't do. Put your hands in the air, high.
Really, gentlemen, I'll have to have you sued for false arrest.
Go ahead and sue, Jones. Meanwhile, I'll take charge of this bag.
Oh, here, I don't believe you have any right to...
Quiet.
Well, Warren?
No gun, Sheriff. But look at this. A money belt.
Money belt? Why, Sturgis, you never wore a money belt. Where'd you get that?
Why,
I'll tell you where he got it, Miss Jones. He got it from his other wife, Dorothy Maxwell Jones.
Yes. And when that belt left home in Peoria, it contained $3,000.
Well, I really don't know what you're talking about, but I think I'd better call my lawyer.
Before you do, Jones or Drake, listen to this. Here's a brief resume of your record as supplied by the St. Louis police.
St. Louis?
Yes, we've been to your apartment.
And consulted St. Louis police files. Listen. 1917, arrested as leader of a group of automobile thieves in Los Angeles. 1919, sentenced to federal prison for using mail to defraud. 1937, sentenced to San Quentin prison, grand larceny. Well?
Yes, that's all true.
Sturgis?
But you can't take me for murder. You have no...
We'll let the courts of justice decide that, Jones. But we can take you for bigamy. That's a crime, you know.
Sheriff, while you've been reading a riot act to our friend, I've gone through his bag. Look at this.
Casablanca necklace.
Oh, what does that mean?
It means, Mrs. Jones, that your husband is even guilty of robbing the dead. He took that necklace off Dorothy Jones's throat after he killed her.
That's a lie.
And was doubtless bringing it home to you as a present.
Oh, Sturgis.
Mildred, you believe these rotten cops against me? Very well, they'll take me, but before they do...
Look out, drop that lamp! You're a killer at heart, aren't you, Jones?
You all right, Miss Jones?
That lamp. He tried to kill me.
You'll never get a chance like that again. No. Jones, you'll be extradited to Oklahoma for trial. From now on, your fate is in the hands of justice.
Extradition papers were signed, and Sturgis Jones was returned to Oklahoma for trial. At this trial, Jones and Drake were identified as the same man by the owner of the tourist camp. The money belt, the Casablanca necklace, all positively identified. Other jewelry found in Jones's possession at the time of his arrest, identified as having belonged to Dorothy Maxwell. Jones was sentenced to death in the electric chair where he paid for his crime on December the 18th, 1943, just 6 months after Dorothy Maxwell's body was found. Thus, Oklahoma justice. And so at police headquarters in Tulsa...
Deputy Warren?
Yes, Sheriff?
Move Dorothy Maxwell's card from the active file.
Yes, sir.
Mark it. Case closed.
Justice did triumph.
Although the names of all persons, characters, and places are entirely fictitious, and any similarity to persons living or dead is purely coincidental, this dramatization was based on an actual murder case. Next week at this time, the Mutual Broadcasting System will present another thrilling dramatization taken from the files of the True Justice series appearing each week in the New York Sunday News and its syndicate. Programs are produced by Jock McGregor. Today's program was directed by Arthur Van Horn. The script was written by Bryce Disk Jr. The narrator was George Carson Putnam. Cameron Prudhomme played the sheriff, Jim Bowles the deputy. Others in the cast were Bryna Rayburn, Joe Latham, Paul Conrad, Sidney Smith, and Humphrey Davis. The orchestra, conducted by Emerson Buckley, played music written especially for this broadcast by Richard DuPage. Frank McCarthy speaking. Broadcasting System.
Did justice triumph? The Mutual Broadcasting System presents another actual criminal case history from the files of the True Justice series, followed by millions of readers in the New York Sunday News and its syndicate. Tonight's case, the unseen murder mystery. Crimes in modern fiction are usually solved by the masterminded super-sleuthing of some imaginary private detective. But in real life, in actual criminal case histories, such as are dramatized on this program, criminals are generally brought to justice through the diligence and intelligence of hard-working police officers, doing their routine work day by day until the solution is reached. This fact is borne out again in tonight's real crime case, the unseen murder mystery. The scene is Des Moines, Iowa, where a police squad car races up to the entrance of a swanky hotel.
This is it, men. Standish Arms Hotel.
Nice day for the murder, Inspector.
Well, looks like this is going to be quite a whodunit.
Well, it all depends on what we find, Herman. Well, come on. Better get inside the hotel and have a look at the body.
That hotel manager sounded mighty excited on the phone.
They're always excited when they have a killing.
It's bad for business, bad publicity.
Go over to the desk. Find out what this is all about.
Yes, gentlemen.
I'm Inspector Curran from the Homicide Bureau. These are Detectives Waterbury and Herman. You the manager?
Yes, you got here quickly.
No time to lose in a case like this. Where's the body?
Room 218. We can go right up if you like.
Well, that's why we're here. Let's go.
Certainly. The elevator's right across the lobby.
You discovered the body just before you called us?
Yes, 10 a.m. exactly. The chambermaid was making her rounds.
This chambermaid is available for questioning?
Yes, she's waiting upstairs.
Floor, please.
Second floor, Jim. These are the police.
You have just the one elevator?
This one and one in back, which is the service elevator.
I want to talk with you later, operator.
Yes, sir. I'll be around.
Be sure that you are, Jim.
Yes, sir. Second floor, gentlemen.
Room 218 is just down the hall, if you'll follow me.
Is that the chambermaid who found the body?
Yes, Inspector. Oh, Annie.
Yes, Mr. Thompson.
These gentlemen are police officers.
Oh, detectives.
They'll probably want to ask you some questions.
Yes, sir.
You're the chambermaid on this floor?
Yes, sir. Yes, I am.
And I understand you found the body.
That's right, sir. I was making my regular 10 o'clock linen tour of the rooms, and I opened the door of 218 with my pass key. In there on the bed. Oh, I'll never forget that sight, never.
Did you see anyone in the hall?
No, sir, no one.
The room was empty except for the body?
Yes, it was horrible, sir.
We may want to ask you some additional questions later. You'll be around?
Yes, sir.
Good. Well, let's go in.
Nothing has been touched, Inspector. Everything is just as it was when the body was found.
Excellent.
Gosh, this place is certainly a shambles.
That's putting it mildly, Waterbury. The room looks as if it had been struck by a hurricane.
Somebody put up quite a struggle here.
And the somebody is doubtless that woman lying dead on the bed.
Bloody sight, isn't she?
Knife wounds. All over her throat and chest.
On her legs, too.
I'll have to wait for a complete medical examiner's report for details. But she certainly had a rough going over.
Inspector, I don't see any luggage.
Here's a woman's handbag.
Well, let's see it.
It was lying on the dresser. Here you are.
Oh, thanks. Nothing much in it. Cosmetics, some cash. Let's see. $150, $200.
That eliminates a robbery motive.
Yeah, that and the rings on her fingers.
Well, here's a social security card. Lily Grinnell, 5142 James Street, Des Moines. Waterbury.
Yes, sir?
Take this and check that address. Find out all you can about this Lily Grinnell.
Right.
Oh, there's a telegram here that may lead us somewhere. It's addressed to Lily Grinnell, 5142 James Street. It says, meet me Hotel Standish Arms, Des Moines, 2:20 p.m. Saturday. Signed John.
Which is probably the name of the man we've got to find.
Yeah. Mr. Thompson, under what name was this woman registered?
She wasn't registered.
Not registered?
No, a man registered for this room 2 days ago. He paid cash for 3 days in advance.
We'll have a look at the register when we go downstairs.
Certainly.
When did the man check in?
Late Saturday night, shortly after midnight. The night clerk was on duty then. He's a new man, but he remembers the incident very clearly.
Oh, why?
Mostly because 218 was the only available double room in the house.
Double room?
Mm-hmm.
And this man checked in with someone else.
Oh, yes, another man.
Not this woman?
No, the woman arrived later. Last night.
Well, I see she has a wedding ring.
What happened to the other man?
We don't know what happened to either of them. They just disappeared.
But how is that possible? Don't you keep a check on the goings and comings of your guests?
Usually, but when a guest arrives with no luggage and pays in advance, we have less reason for watching him. You see, we don't expect our guests to commit murder.
Naturally not. How about the man who registered? Can you give us a description?
I didn't see him, but I understand he was elderly with gray hair, walked with a sort of a shuffle. The elevator boy can give you the details.
Uh-huh. You have a service entrance, of course?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Well, there's always a possibility that the man we're looking for went out that way. Hammond.
Yes, Inspector.
You'll wait here until the medical examiner arrives. Then post a guard in this room and question the employees at the service entrance. Then meet me back at headquarters.
Yes, sir.
Waterbury, you'll talk to the hotel employees in the lobby, and particularly the elevator operator.
Right.
Well, there's nothing more to do here right now. Let's go downstairs and have a look at that register.
Here's the register, Inspector. Now, let's see. Saturday night.
You said after midnight. Wouldn't that be Sunday?
Oh, yes, you're right. Oh, here we are. Sunday, June 29th, 12:25 a.m. John... Oh, I can't read that last name.
Let me see. Neither can I. Looks like Stevens, or maybe Stevens' son. What a scrawl. Huh. I notice he skipped 4 lines in the register. Looks as if he might have been drunk. Was he?
The night clerk didn't think so, but he thought the man's companion had a few.
They went up together?
Yeah. Then the companion, the other man, just vanished.
Well, I'm not much concerned about the other man. But I would like to find the man who signed this register. Mr. John Stevens or Stevenson or whatever his name is. You're positive you have no record of his checking out?
Positive.
Well, possibly one of my men may pick up something from one of your employees. I'm going back to headquarters and wait for their reports.
You were operating the elevator the night this man arrived?
Yes, sir.
Let me have the best description you can give of him.
Well, he was on the other side of 50, I'd say. Stocky, about 160 pounds. He had gray hair, and I remember he walked with a sort of a shuffle. He came in on Saturday night with this other guy.
And when did you next see him?
Well, last night, about 11:30.
Last night?
Yes.
What happened?
Well, he came down here to the lobby and then said he'd forgotten something and went back upstairs. And that's the last I saw of him.
Uh-huh. How did he look? Were his clothes mussed up?
No, he looked okay to me, but, well, he acted kind of funny.
In what way?
Well, his face was flushed, and he seemed sort of nervous. I remember he bumped up against the elevator door when he got in the car, but I thought he was kind of tight.
And you're sure you didn't see him again after you took him back upstairs?
Positive. I'm the only man on duty after midnight. He didn't come down in this elevator. Yeah, and if he'd come down the stairs, the night clerk would have seen him.
Mm-hmm. Okay. That's all for now. But we'll need you as an identification witness when we find him.
You're the pastry chef?
Yes, Sheriff, but I don't want to get mixed up in this thing.
You're not mixed up in anything. This is a police investigation. We're trying to put a few facts together so they make sense. That's why I want you to tell me just what you saw last night.
Well, I was outside the rear entrance to get a breath of fresh air. Oh, the kitchen was awful hot.
Yes, go on.
Well, a little before midnight, I see a man leave the hotel by the service entrance.
Yeah, how'd he look?
He was stocky, middle-aged. He's got the dark hair.
Dark hair?
Yeah.
You sure of that?
Sure, dark hair. I remember clear. He walked out the exit near the bakery.
A little before midnight.
I followed because I think he might be a thief of some kind. Well, he got into bakery supply truck and drove off. I guess the driver must have given a lift.
Ever seen him before?
No, I never see before.
And you're sure he had dark hair?
Oh, sure, positive.
Well, thanks for the information. I'll be in touch with you again. In the meantime, don't tell anyone about our talk.
Later, at police headquarters, Inspector Curran and the two detectives sift the information they have obtained so far.
This case is a jigsaw puzzle if I ever saw one.
The evidence so far just doesn't add up, Inspector.
It's contradictory and confused.
That's putting it mildly, Herman. We've just sent out a teletype to all Iowa police asking for information on a middle-aged man with gray hair. And now you come in here and tell me the man who went out the back way at the hotel has dark hair. We don't know who we're looking for. We're not even sure of his name.
I've got the medical examiner's report, Inspector.
Oh, good. Well, let's hear what it says.
The victim died at about 11 o'clock last night. She'd been dead about 12 hours when we saw the body.
Uh-huh. That adds up. I don't suppose there's any doubt as to the cause of death.
None whatsoever. 14 severe stab wounds. The examiner says he thinks the murder weapon was a long knife with a narrow blade.
But I don't understand why 14 wounds and all over her body.
Possibly the attack occurred in the dark.
The report goes on to say that the wounds are sweeping incisions, not of too great depth. Apparently, the victim was slashed while she struggled, trying to get away. Let's see. Death probably instantaneous, due to severed left ventricle. Oh, here's something of interest. 2 of her fingernails were broken off, and there appears to be skin tissue under these nails. The lab is testing scrapings from the nails right now.
Waterbury, as I've been listening to that report, I've developed a new theory.
Yes, sir?
You recall I said a moment ago that maybe the attack occurred in the dark?
Yes.
Well, possibly it's something else. Let's analyze what we have so far. We have a body with 14 stab wounds all over it, found in a room that was a shambles.
Yes.
We have conflicting descriptions of an elderly or middle-aged man.
Mm-hmm.
And we have a woman's handbag containing some cosmetics, about $200 in cash, a social security card, and a telegram signed by a man named John.
Yeah.
Well, that's all. And to make matters more difficult, I found that the strip of tape at the top of the telegram indicating where the message was sent from is missing.
That's peculiar.
Yeah. So, let's look at the contents of this handbag once more. Huh? What do you see?
Rouge, powder, Lipstick, eyebrow pencil.
Yes, but look at this eyebrow pencil case. It's empty. The eyebrow pencil is gone.
I don't quite follow you, Inspector. What does that prove?
It doesn't prove anything, Waterbury, but it's an indication. An indication that the man we're looking for, the murderer of Lily Grinnell, is blind.
You're listening to a dramatization of an actual criminal case history of a strange and fantastic murder. The Unseen Murder Mystery, which resulted in one of the most remarkable examples of rapid and painstakingly smart police work in United States crime history. Justice was now on the trail of a blind man. At police headquarters in Des Moines, Inspector Curran continues his reasoning as to the murderer of Lily Grinnell.
Did you say blind, Inspector?
That's exactly what I said.
Yeah, but how is that possible? The man moved about freely.
And he had no seeing eye dog.
But don't forget that blind people often develop an acute sense of direction, as well as an ability to move about very well without the benefit of vision. I know it sounds incredible, but everything about this case is screwy.
Inspector, do you really think a blind man could have done this job?
Maybe it was two men. One with gray hair, one with dark hair.
Here's my reasoning. In the first place, everything about the scene of the murder indicates that the man was blind. The furniture all messed up, the knife slashes all over the body. They mean that the killer had to feel his way. And the woman kept putting things in his path, but he kept finding her and kept slashing wildly.
But why didn't she scream? We've had no report that there was...
Probably too scared. Besides, a scream from her would have helped him to find her in the room.
But, Inspector, how about his hair? That's one item that has me stumped.
Well, you recall the elevator operator's story, Herman? He said he took a man with gray hair down the elevator last night.
Yeah, he did.
Well, he noticed the man's face was red. Thought he was a little tight. Said he bumped into the elevator door.
Yes, well?
Well, then he said he took the man back upstairs. The man said he had forgotten something. And no one saw him again. At least they didn't see a man with gray hair.
But where does all this lead us, Inspector?
My hunch is that the man used the missing eyebrow pencil to darken his hair, and the rouge to redden his face, change his complexion.
So the man seen by the pastry chef out of the service entrance was the killer.
Exactly. Well, what do you men think?
Everything fits.
Well, it sounds logical to me.
Yeah, so far as ultimate solution is concerned, it merely means that we add the word blind to our teletype wanted message. Waterbury.
Yes, sir?
I want you to check immediately at the address on this Social Security card. Find out all you can about the habits and friends of Lily Grinnell.
Right.
Herman, take this telegram to Western Union. Find out where it was sent from, even though that's missing from the message.
Yes, sir.
And while you men are working on those two angles, I'm going to get out a nationwide teletype asking for any information concerning this suspect. I have a feeling he'll try to get out of the state. And therefore, we've got to work fast to get him before he goes into hiding.
Wanted by Des Moines Police Department, John Stevens or Stevenson, for questioning concerning murder of woman. Suspect in early 50s, approximately 160 pounds, has gray hair, sallow complexion, is blind. Please check all criminal records for information which might lead to apprehension of this man. Authority, Inspector Curran, Des Moines Police.
Yes? What is it?
You the landlady of this rooming house?
That's right.
Well, I'm a police officer.
What?
I'd like to ask you a few questions.
Well, certainly,
Don't
but
get
I'm not...
excited, madam. This is a routine checkup on one of your guests. I believe you had a boarder by the name of Lily Grinnell.
Had is correct. She left here on Saturday. She didn't leave any forwarding address.
You wouldn't mind answering a few questions, would you?
Oh, no. I'll be glad to tell you whatever I can. Won't you step inside?
Thanks. I have just a few questions.
The sitting room's right here, to the left.
Thank you.
Has anything happened?
All I want to know is what you can tell me about Miss Grinnell.
Yes. Well, I never knew if it was Miss or Mrs. You see, she got a telegram 2 days ago from a man asking her to meet him in a downtown hotel. I think he was her husband.
And why do you think so?
Well, one day he was here to see her. They sat right here in this sitting room. And I heard him tell her that he thought they were having a disappointing honeymoon.
What was the man like? Did you see him?
Only for a moment. He was about 50, with gray hair. I was surprised, because Lily was so much younger.
she was a gay sort and interested in parties and kind of romantic.
Then she had other friends other than this man you mentioned?
Oh, yes, she had many admirers. But somehow I got the idea she was married to this man. The last time he was here, he waited for her for several hours. She wasn't home.
Oh? Tell me about that. When was it?
Oh, it was the day she left. As I said, she'd had this telegram. And this man, that is the elderly man, he came here. And he waited and he waited. And finally she came in. And they had a sort of an argument. And he asked her why she hadn't met him at the hotel. And she seemed angry and she was anxious to get rid of him. So she told him she had a date. And she suggested that he registered at the hotel, saying that she'd join him after a date.
And this was last Saturday?
Yes.
Thank you, madam.
Tell me, has something happened to Lily? Why are the police
This is a serious case, and I must warn you not to mention to anyone that I've been here.
Oh?
Do you understand?
I wouldn't say a word, not a word to anyone.
While Detective Waterbury talks with the landlady of Lily Grinnell's rooming house, Inspector Curran and Detective Herman at police headquarters talk with the truck driver.
Sure, I drove that bakery supply truck away from the Standish Arms Hotel last night, but I don't know nothing about a murder.
Just tell us what you do know.
About what?
About the man you gave a lift to, the blind man.
I didn't know he was blind till after he got into my truck. I was about to start off, see, when this guy comes up to me and asks for a ride. I'm a nice guy, so I says, okay.
Tell us what happened.
Describe the man.
Sure, give me time. Well, like I said before to this detective here, the guy comes up and asks me for a ride.
When was this?
Oh, I'd say about midnight. Maybe a little before.
Uh-huh. Go on.
Well, he gets into my truck, and I says, where to? And he says, the bus terminal.
Bus terminal?
Yeah, that's it. So I drops him there. And that's all.
Did you notice anything unusual about him?
Well, like I said, I found out he was blind after he got into my truck. And another thing.
Yes?
I noticed he kind of smelled of powder, maybe perfume.
The cosmetics.
What?
Never mind. Did this man carry a suitcase or bundle of any kind as if he were going on a trip?
Yeah. He had a bundle of clothes wrapped up inside a dark suit coat.
How was he dressed?
Oh, I remember he wore some sort of heavy white shirt and some dirty overalls. They looked like they had paint on them.
And doubtless had his regular clothes packed up in the bundle.
I wouldn't know, mister.
Well, thanks very much for the information. That's all.
You mean I can go?
Yes. And don't mention this conversation to anyone.
Don't worry, I won't. I don't want to get mixed up in no murder.
Show this man out, Herman.
Yes, sir.
And check Western Union again about the origin of that telegram.
Sure thing. They promised me an answer about now.
Inspector Curran?
Inspector, this is Captain Manchester, Los Angeles Police.
Yes, Captain?
I have your countrywide teletype on that blind man you're looking for.
Yes?
I think I know who he is.
That's the best news I've heard all day. Let's have it.
Well, from the description you give, I'm practically sure that this man is a convicted murderer named John Stevenson.
Let me have all you've got, please.
Well, back in 1934, this man, John Stevenson, was convicted of killing a young woman in a cafe brawl here in Los Angeles. He stabbed her to death and was given a life sentence.
Was he blind at the time?
No. Blindness came later. He lost his sight in prison after an illness and was paroled after serving 8 years of his sentence.
Uh-huh. Anything more?
Well, our record shows several arrests for minor offenses, but not here in Los Angeles.
Where?
In and around Chicago.
Chicago?
Yes, that's his hometown.
This is beginning to make more sense every minute. Thanks, Captain. Thanks very much.
Not at all, Inspector. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Herman, Waterbury.
Coming, Inspector.
Is Waterbury back yet?
He just got in. Here he is now. Hey, Waterbury.
I checked the victim's address, Inspector. Talked to the landlady.
Uncover anything?
Merely a confirmation of what we already knew or figured out. And a confirmation of the fact that the killer and his victim were married, though not very happily.
Yeah, that all fits in the story. Well, Herman, how about that telegram?
The Western Union has checked back. They say the telegram was sent from Chicago.
Chicago? That's all we need, gentlemen. All we need.
What's Chicago got to do with it, Inspector?
Everything, Waterbury. I just had a phone call from the Los Angeles police. They believe our man is one John Stevenson who was convicted of murder years ago, sentenced to life imprisonment, and then was paroled after he lost his sight in prison.
That's our man, Inspector.
The important information they gave me is that his hometown is Chicago.
And the bakery service truck driver said he dropped the man at a bus terminal.
You're ahead of me, Herman. My conclusion is that this killer will head for Chicago by bus, and is very probably on his way there right now.
Then we've got to work fast.
Right, we haven't a minute to lose. I want you two men to charter a special airplane. Fly to Chicago at once.
And cover all bus terminals.
Exactly. In the meantime, I'll phone the Chicago police a description of Stevenson and ask for their cooperation in covering the bus terminals. I'll give them instructions to pick him up on site.
Well, that shouldn't be too difficult. There are probably not too many terminals with buses arriving from Des Moines.
If you two men get going, you'll be there before John Stevenson arrives. So let's have some fast action.
The bus company said this was the most likely terminal for a bus from Des Moines, Waterbury. There's one due right now.
Of course, he might have stopped over somewhere.
Or he might have headed in the opposite direction. All we can do is sit tight and wait.
Here's the bus now.
That should be the Des Moines bus.
Well, let's see what gets out of it. That's right. I beg your pardon, sir. I beg your pardon.
Water relief. It is. Oh, water.
Waterbury, look.
Middle-aged man, dark hair, dark glasses.
With an overnight bag.
And a cane.
That man is fine.
Porter, where are you? Yes, sir. Right here, sir.
Give me a taxi, Porter.
Yes, sir. Right away.
Let's go, Herman.
Right.
And Porter. Yes, sir.
Take care of this bag. We'll take care of the bag.
And we'll take care of you.
Who are you? I can't see. Police officers from Des Moines. Just walk with us.
You won't need a porter, Stevenson.
You can take that gun away from my back, officer. I won't offer any resistance. Where are you taking me? You're going right back to Des Moines.
To police headquarters, where you're gonna talk.
Talk? About what? You can think that over on the way back to Des Moines.
Later, at Des Moines Police Headquarters, John Stevenson sits at the desk of Inspector Curran and talks. Talks while the three police officers listen.
And so, after I became blind in prison, I was paroled. Some friends contributed some money, and I had a little of my own. And I decided to start life anew. That's all, gentlemen. I don't know anything about this murder charge you're talking about.
We think differently. And the evidence speaks for itself.
We found a white bone-handled knife in your suitcase.
And the clothes you wore away from the hotel, working clothes, spattered with paint.
And the powder on your neck doesn't quite cover up the marks where she scratched you.
Laboratory tests of the scrapings of skin found under the dead woman's fingernails compare exactly with your skin.
And your hair isn't dark, as you'd like us to believe. Without the eyebrow pencil coloring, it's gray.
Why the disguise? Were you running away from a crime?
Yes, I was running away. I didn't know.
Didn't know what?
I didn't know what I'd done.
Now, listen to me, Stevenson. You must realize that we've got enough evidence to clinch a murder indictment. You'd better get the whole thing off your chest. You'll feel better.
Yes, maybe I will. All right, here's the story. I met Lily in Chicago. She was a hostess in a restaurant. I became very fond of her, infatuated. I began to be afraid that I'd lose her. So I asked her to marry me, and she agreed.
You were married?
Yes, in Chicago. And then I realized that she didn't love me, that she'd married me for my money. What little I had. We quarreled, and she left me, came here to Des Moines.
She worked here?
Yes. I was very unhappy. I wanted to be with Lily. That's why I wired her, asking her to meet me here on Saturday.
But she didn't meet you?
No. I registered at the hotel with a friend of mine. Then he left, and I waited for Lily. Finally, she came. We got to the hotel about midnight and came up to the room.
And you quarreled? Again?
No. She said she was sorry that she left me, and she told me she decided to be a good wife and would stay with me. She left her boarding house, checked out, so we retired.
Well, go on, Stevenson. What next?
Next thing I remember, I awoke suddenly. I could hear Lily going through my pockets. She was going to rob me and leave me again. Something happened to me. I lost my head, I guess. I pulled out my knife and slashed at her. I slashed wildly all around the room. I found her several times, and then she'd go away from me. Then I'd find her and slash again. I don't remember what happened after that.
You know now. You killed her.
I wasn't sure. I have nothing more to say.
No need to say any more, Stevenson. As far as we're concerned, your case is finished. From now on, your fate is in the hands of the courts of justice.
John Stevenson had nothing more to say other than to plead guilty to a charge of murder in the first degree. And so it happened. For the second time in his life, he heard a judge sentence him to life imprisonment. He is now serving that sentence. Justice has triumphed. Next week at the same time, the Mutual Broadcasting System will present another dramatization of an actual criminal case history taken from the files of the True Justice series, appearing each week in the New York Sunday News and its syndicate.
It is a case in which no two stories of the crime agreed with each other or with the facts. A case in which conflicting clues made a solution seem impossible. It's the case of the strange death of Mary Taverner. The dramatization you have just heard was based on an actual criminal case history. However, all names, characters, places, and dates were fictitious. These programs are produced and directed by Jock McGregor. They're written by Bryce Diss Jr. The narrator was Carl Caruso. Inspector Curran was played by Barry Thompson, John Stevenson by Philip Clark, and the landlady by Helene Dumas. Others in the cast were Ken Dania, Paul Nugent, Ralph Locke, and Humphrey Davis. The orchestra, conducted by Emerson Buckley, played music written by Richard DuPage. Do you know that 31 million acres of timberland are destroyed by fire every year? That's an area larger than the state of New York. And do you know that 90% of these fires are started through the carelessness of just plain everyday people like you and me? 200,000 forest fires are started every year because we just aren't careful when we're in the woods. And timber is so vitally important right now to us as a nation. The Labor Day weekend is just ahead of us. Many of us will be going outdoors for picnics, hikes, or other outings. Won't you help cut down this terrific loss of the lumber that's so badly needed by every one of us? Just observe these simple rules. 1, crush out cigarette, cigar, or pipe ashes. 2, break matches in two before throwing away. 3, drown all campfires, then stir them and drown them again. 4, find out the law wherever you are before building fires. America needs its timber as never before. Help take care of it. Frank McCarthy speaking. This is the Mutual Broadcasting System.
Justice triumphs. Police headquarters, Albany, New York.
Name, James Martin Scott. Age, 41 years. Cause of death, knife wound through heart. Classification, murder. Investigation, proceeding.
The Mutual Broadcasting System presents another thrilling case from the files of True Justice Stories, followed by millions of readers each week in the New York Sunday News and its syndicate. Tonight's case, The Man Who Died Twice. As our reenactment of this real crime begins, a 1932 Buick sedan turns out of the little New England town of Castleport and heads out on the highway. The man at the wheel and his slight, weak-faced companion are silent as they drive 5 miles through the dark countryside. For this October night, William Hugan and his friend James Martin Scott are embarking upon the first step of a most important business. The business of committing the perfect crime. Scott, the frightened-faced little man, speaks.
William, I know you won't like what I'm going to say, but I don't think we should do this.
Oh, you don't?
No, William, I don't.
After the money we've spent for those insurance policies, after all the planning I've done, $150,000 worth of planning.
Yes, I know, William. You've thought of everything, but the police...
The police? A dumb county sheriff and those drugstore cowboys he calls his deputies. You're afraid of them, I suppose.
Yes, William, I am. I'm afraid of the whole thing.
You're not backing out now, my friend. I've got too much at stake to be stopped by you or anybody else. For years, I've been a nobody in this town. A jack of all trades. Me with more education than the mayor. More brains than anybody else in this whole doggone town.
Nobody's denying that, William. Everybody knows that you're much smarter than I am, but... Well, the police and the insurance companies, they'll have ways...
No way to figure this one out. Because I've tried to tell you 1,000 times it's perfect.
Oh, very well. Just as you say, William.
All right. Now, the county burial ground is a half a mile ahead. We'll stop here outside your workshop.
Oh, but somebody might see the car while we're over there digging in the graveyard.
We want them to see it, you fool. In case we're spotted in the graveyard, we'll have to run for it. If they see the car, it'll make it look as if we've been working on your invention in the shop all the time.
Oh, yes, I'd forgotten.
Forgotten? You'd forget your own head if it wasn't fastened on.
Now, William.
Come on, we'll get the lights on in the workshop and draw the blinds.
Yes, William.
Hurry it up, James. Get those shades pulled down, all the way.
I will. William, I just thought, if somebody should come here while we're at the graveyard...
Has anybody ever taken enough interest in your inventions to visit you?
No. No one ever has. In all the years I've been working here, no one has ever...
Then they're not going to tonight. Now, come on. We don't want to keep our dead friend waiting.
Beneath the pitch-black night sky, the two men reopened the newly dug grave of the late George Johnson, an unfortunate man who died in a poverty so bitter that his family could not afford a private burial plot. This is the next to last step in the perfect crime of William Hugan and James Martin Scott. And with the pauper's body in the back of the workshop, they proceed to the next and final step in their plan.
Mr. Hanson? Mr. Hanson, are you awake?
Who is it?
Mr. Hugan.
Oh, just a minute. Well, rather late to be calling, isn't it?
I'm sorry if I bothered you and Mrs. Hanson. I saw your lights from James Scott's workshop. I thought you might have some coffee on the stove. I'm chilled through.
Happens we have. Come in.
Thank
you.
Who is it, dear?
Mr. Hugon wants some coffee. Says he's chilled through.
Oh. You've been working with your friend over in the workshop, I suppose.
Yes, but I don't have James' powers of concentration, I guess.
Oh.
No heat over there, you know, and I felt chilly.
Huh. Silly business working on them fool inventions. Think you'd have more sense, Hugon.
Now, Carl.
Oh, he's right, Mrs. Hanson. I don't know how James stands it, working those gas and oil fumes night after night. But I really think he's on the track of something now. A new oil refining process.
Oh, he is, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Well, might take a little visit over there with you. Never seen his workshop.
By all means, Mr. Hanson.
And you can take the coffee with you and have it over there. It's not far to the workshop. It'll still be hot.
Oh, but I don't like to drag your husband away.
Nonsense. If Scott's finally hit on something, I'd like to see it.
But I'm not sure that
Any reason you don't want me to come?
Oh, no. Of course not, Mr. Hanson. You don't know how much I want you to come.
Now, of course, this is just a working model, you understand, Mr. Hanson. Built to scale, naturally. But it should give you an idea of how the refining machine will operate.
Yeah, very interesting, I'm sure. But now
But surely you'll want to see how the acceleration machine works. It's the basis of the whole refining process.
No, not tonight. Some other time, perhaps.
James is like a child about these things. You mustn't disappoint him, Mr. Hanson. It'll only take a minute.
Well, now, really, Mr. Hugon, I've got to go back.
Please, you will let me demonstrate it, Mr. Hanson, won't you?
Oh, all right.
Oh, good. This is it right here. Now, I switch on the power for this part of the machine, and...
Well, what's happened? All the lights have gone out.
Blew a fuse, I imagine.
Yes. I just used the last one I had. I wonder, Mr. Hanson, would you have a spare fuse at your house?
Yes, sure.
Oh, good. And, well, William, could you go along with him and
Glad
bring
to,
it back?
John. Come along, Mr. Hanson. The door's over here. Watch your step, though.
Careful, Mr. Hanson. Careful.
So dark in here without any lights.
While you're gone, William, I'll see if I can patch up this fuse.
Be careful, John. Don't take any chances with all this oil around. Here's the door, Mr. Hanson. Well, what do you think of John's invention?
Either your friend's an idiot or a genius. Myself, Mr. Hugon, I happen to be a dealer in junk, and I wouldn't know about such things. Chilly night. In for a cold winter. Good Lord.
James' workshop.
Great heavens, it's on fire. All that oil.
Come on. Hurry. James!
Stand back, will you?
But James...
Don't be a fool. You can't have it now. The top's going up like a box of
I
matches.
gotta get him out there. James!
Poor devil, he couldn't possibly have escaped. Now, come along, man. Come along. We've got to phone the sheriff's office and the fire department.
James!
Come along. I've got a spot of brandy at the house. I think it'll do you good. Nothing more we can do here anyway.
The two men turn and walk slowly away from the burning shack. But if Hanson, the chance witness to the tragedy, could only see the face of his companion in the darkness, he'd notice that William Hugan is smiling triumphantly, as befits a man who's just been a leading partner in the perpetration of a perfect crime. Across the clearing on the other side of the burning workshop, a figure runs to the outskirts of the woods, then turns, looks back. For just that moment, an observer, if there were one, would see the face of a man believed to be trapped in the flames. The weak, frightened face of the inventor, James Martin Scott. A short time later.
All right, men. Get your hoses coiled up and get your gear back on the truck.
Well, Sheriff King, no danger of spreading now. The fire's out. Anything else we can do for you?
No, I guess not, Chief. Up to the coroner now.
Yeah, not much left of Scott, poor devil. Maybe he had something in that new invention of his, but we'll never know after this. Well, we'll be going now, Sheriff. Call me if there's anything I can do.
You betcha, Chief. So long.
So long.
All right, boys. All right. Easy now. That's it. Now wrap the shades around the body and put it in the ambulance. They'll have to take it to the county morgue for an autopsy.
It's nasty business, Coroner.
Yes, Sheriff. I don't realize how perishable human body is until you see, well, what these deputies dug out of the ashes.
Poor James.
Huh?
What a terrible way to die.
Oh, Mr. Hugan, I thought you'd gone.
I couldn't somehow. James was the best friend I had in this world, Sheriff.
I know. That sort of thing happens to all of us.
You've got my deepest condolences, son. Got a good night's work ahead. See you in the morning, Sheriff.
All right, good night, Coroner.
Mr. Hugan.
Good night, Coroner. I just can't seem to believe it, Sheriff. Poor James, gone.
Yes, it's been a bad blow for you, Hugan. But I'm kind of glad Mr. Hanson was with you when it happened.
Glad, Sheriff?
Yeah.
Why? What difference does that make?
It makes another witness in case the body can't be identified. Otherwise, it might be trouble.
Trouble?
Yes, especially if there's any insurance claim involved.
Insurance? Why, it never occurred to me that poor James might have insurance.
Well, there's no use of hanging around here any longer. We'll keep a guard here all night, see that the ruins aren't disturbed.
Well, good night, Sheriff.
Good night, Hugan. Try not to take it so hard.
I'll try, Sheriff. Yes. I'll try very hard.
Sheriff King speaking.
This is Coroner, Sheriff.
Yes, Coroner, what's the report?
And I'm only a country doctor, Sheriff. Lord knows there's not much to go on. In the lack of any evidence to the contrary, well, I'd say the remains are those of James Martin Scott and hand down a verdict of death by accident.
Thanks, Coroner. I'll go along with your findings and mark the case closed.
The crime is done at last, perfect as careful planning could make it. A body dug up from Potter's Field to replace that of the missing inventor. A body charred and burned beyond human recognition. Or is it? 400 miles away in the great Acme Insurance Building in New York City, a man who works behind a frosted glass door in this building, a door simply marked investigation, is not satisfied with that.
Pierce speaking.
Pierce, this is Andrews over at the National Association of Insurance Underwriters.
Oh, hello, Andrews.
You said you wanted to know how many companies have policies written in the name of James Martin Scott of Castleford.
Yes, that's right. Did you find out?
Yes. The records show 3 double indemnity policies in the name of James Martin Scott, written by 3 different companies, each for $25,000.
Wow, that's a lot of insurance.
It sure is.
To whom are the policies made payable?
Executor of estate, William Hugan.
Uh-huh. How long have they been in force?
One is a year old. The other 2 have been in force a little less than 4 months at time of death.
4 months, eh?
Hmm?
One other thing. What was Scott's income?
Brother, there you got a question. He paid more than half of his yearly income in insurance premiums.
You know, Andrews, I can't help being interested in a guy like that.
Yeah. Don't blame you.
In fact, I think we'll be hearing more about Mr. Scott.
Oh?
Lots more. Dead or alive. with Sheriff King.
Yes. Are you Mr. Pierce?
Yes, I am. Thanks for meeting me, Sheriff.
Well, I got your wire and it sounded urgent. Thought I'd better meet you at the train. Now, what's it all about?
The Scott case.
The crazy inventor, you mean?
Well, maybe he's not as crazy as he'd like us to think, Sheriff.
Oh. On the trail or something, huh?
Well, we're not sure.
Well, my office is at your disposal, Mr. Pierce. So's the car. What's your first stop?
The home of Mr. William Hugan.
This is Hugan's house, Pierce. Shares with James Scott.
Well, I hope he's at home.
Yeah, let's find out.
Yes?
Yeah.
Oh, Sheriff King.
Yeah, this is Mr. Pierce of the Acme Insurance Company, Mr. Hugan. I'd like to talk to you.
You mean something's wrong?
Oh, purely routine investigation. Before we make payments on insurance policies, we always investigate deaths of this type.
Oh, yes, I see.
Now, the late Mr. Scott was an inventor, I understand.
Yes, he was an inventor, Mr. Pierce. He was working on a new oil refining process at the time of his death.
I see. Well, tell me about him. He lived on the royalties from previous inventions, I suppose.
Yes, royalties.
Uh-huh. Was he seen by anybody in his workshop, I mean, the evening of the accident?
I can answer that, Pierce. The fellow that lives on the outskirts of town is a local junk dealer. Was with Scott and Hugan here just a few seconds before the explosion.
Junk dealer, eh?
Yeah.
Interesting characters, most of them. They pick up things.
Yeah.
Well, sorry to have bothered you, Hugan.
Glad to be of any help I can.
Oh? This photograph here on the desk. Is this Scott?
Yes. Taken some time ago, of course.
Uh-huh. Huh. Had beautiful teeth, didn't he? Well, thanks again, Mr. Hugan.
Don't mention it.
Yeah, it seems to me, Pierce, that the questions you ask could sort of put Hugan on his guard.
That's what I intended, Sheriff. The insurance companies have a big stake in this case. We thought it'd be interesting to see what Hugan will do once we let him know that we suspect him.
Yeah. Well, there's one thing, Pierce. Hugan is no fool. Never turned his hand at much in this town. But I want to warn you, he's smart as they come.
Does he think so?
Afraid he does.
So much the better, Sheriff. Well, now I'd like to make a long-distance phone call and then have a nice chat with, what's his name, that local junk dealer?
Hanson.
Oh, yes, Hanson. Interesting characters, junk dealers.
That's the way it happened, Mr. Pierce. Couldn't have been more than a minute after we stepped out the door that the whole shack exploded and went up in flames.
I see. One more question, Mr. Hanson.
Glad to answer if I can.
Your business is buying and selling junk.
Yes, sir.
Now, there must have been a lot of metal and tin in the ruins of Scott's workshop.
Certainly was. I got a couple of loads of stuff out of there. Of course, I got the sheriff's permission to sift the ashes before I started.
Yeah, that's right, Pierce. That was after we finished our investigation, too, of course.
Did you find anything interesting, Mr. Hanson?
Wasn't anything much of value, but... Jumping Jehoshaphat. Why didn't I think of that before?
What, Mr. Hanson?
Why, dogged if I didn't find a tin box of fuses in the ashes. All burned, of course, but you could see they were good before the fire started.
Fuses? Well, why didn't you tell me this before, Hanson?
Didn't think of it before. Well, why did Scott send us out for fuses when he had a whole box of them in his workshop?
Yes, that is an interesting question.
Yeah. It looks to me as if those two went out of their way to have a witness present just before the fire, Pierce.
Yes, Sheriff. Sheriff, can you write an order to have Scott's body exhumed?
Sure I can.
Good. Professor Barker, the pathologist at the State University, is on his way here now. Maybe he can tell us if the deceased was alive or dead at the time the fire started.
Well, Professor, you got some news?
Gentlemen, I finished the examination.
Yeah?
Can I use your wash basin here, Sheriff?
Oh, sure. Help yourself, Professor. Here's a towel. Take the soap around here someplace. Where's that? Oh, here it is.
Ah,
There you are.
thank you. There. That's better.
Well, Professor, what did you find?
Well, as you know, the body was almost totally destroyed in the flames. But I was fortunate in finding a small piece of lung tissue. And now, if the deceased had been alive and breathing at the time the fire started, he'd naturally have inhaled smoke.
Naturally.
The smoke would have been deposited small carbon granules in the bronchial passages of the lung. In the body I've examined, there was no carbon deposit at all.
You mean he was dead before the fire started?
Exactly. However, in an explosion case of this kind, I shouldn't like to be subjected to cross-examination in court.
Why not?
Well, it's perfectly possible the man was struck by a flying object created by the explosion and killed instantly, before he could inhale any smoke.
Well, just the same, let's begin to check with some things I found out. Scott's dentist says Scott had all his teeth. The body found in the fire had 5 teeth missing.
Sheriff, you and I feel pretty sure by now that this body isn't Scott's, but a jury, Sheriff. Are they going to think so?
I doubt it.
There's only one way to prove it. We've got to find the real Scott. Chief, Investigation Division, Acme Insurance Company, New York City. Reasonable doubt, body found in flames is that of James Martin Scott. Suggest you withhold payment of policies for time being. Signed, Pierce.
To all chiefs of police, be on lookout for James Martin Scott, age 41, white, male. Scott is wanted for questioning in suspected fraud. Notify Sheriff King of Castleport. Full description follows.
To William Hugan, the refusal of the insurance companies to pay the $150,000 is an awkward, but for a smart criminal mind, not an insurmountable obstacle. To Hugan, it means simply that his collaborator, James Martin Scott, now in hiding, must be disposed of, must really die, so that no investigation will ever find him. So, his plans made, William Hugan leaves Castleport, quietly, unobtrusively, but not unnoticed by Sheriff King.
Pierce speaking.
This is Sheriff King in Castleport.
Oh, yes, Sheriff.
William Hugan just left town on the express. Bought a ticket for Albany. I've got a deputy following him, and this might be it.
Good. Suppose I meet you at police headquarters in Albany as soon as I can get there.
Right, Pierce. The quicker we can clean this case up, the better.
Who is it? Me, William.
Oh, just a minute. It's about time you came. I waited and waited. You've got my share of the money, haven't you, William? They paid the money, haven't they?
Yes. Now listen, I think I'm being followed. If they see you, it's all over. I've rented a car. Meet me at 9 o'clock at the corner of Hudson Avenue and Pearl Street.
Yes, but William, if you're being followed...
I'll give him the shake temporarily.
But you do have the money.
Yes. I told you I'd take care of you. Now remember, be at the corner of Hudson and Pearl at 9 o'clock sharp.
Haven't we driven far enough, William? Can't we stop somewhere and talk now?
Yes. This looks like a good spot.
Well, it certainly is lonely enough out here. Now, William, if you'll just give me my share of the insurance money, I'll
Get out of the car, James.
Out of the car? But
I said get out. This is the end of the road.
Oh, William, if this is a joke... What's that?
A knife, James.
Knife?
Yes. You see, there won't be any money as long as you're alive.
No, William. This isn't the way it was to be. No, not the way at all.
You won't get out, then?
Police, this is the Dunlop car renting service. You fellows asked for a check of all cars rented tonight. Well, one of my cars was just returned. Big spot on the front seat. Yeah, mud all over the floorboard and pedals. Better come down and take a look.
Police headquarters, this is Jim Brown out in the turnpike. I want to report a prowler on my land tonight, out in the East Meadow. I saw his flashlight, but he was gone by the time I got there. I'll tell you this
give me my bill, please? I'm checking out.
You going somewhere, Hugan?
Sheriff King. Mr. Pierce.
And this is Detective Grayson of the Albany Police, Hugan. He wants you to be his guest for an extended stay.
I can't imagine what you want me to...
Good, Hugan. You made too many mistakes. And your last one led us to Scott. We found his body. You know, Hugan, Scott was an amazing feller. The only man I ever knew of who died twice.
Under close questioning by Sheriff King, the Albany Police, and Pierce, the insurance investigator, William Hugan finally admitted his guilt. And in the trial that followed, the courts of justice decreed that he must die in the electric chair for the murder of James Martin Scott. Greed, forgetfulness, the small mistakes that are the age-old heritage of those who set themselves against justice, thus shattered another dream of the perfect crime. Now in Investigator Pierce's office in New York.
Miss Perkins.
Yes, sir?
Take the file on William Hugan and James Martin Scott and mark it case closed.
Justice triumphs. Although the names of all persons, characters, and places are entirely fictitious, and any similarity to persons living or dead is purely coincidental, this dramatization was based on an actual murder case. Next week at the same time, the Mutual Broadcasting System will present Justice and Sarah Curtis, a story of a man who tried to mix murder and forgery and succeeded in neither. Another dramatization taken from the files of True Justice series, appearing each week in the New York Sunday News and its syndicates. These programs are produced and directed by Jock McGregor, and tonight's dramatization was by Gene Hurley. The narrator is George Carson Putnam. Pierce was played by Arnold Robertson, William Hugan by Don Douglas, and Sheriff King by Craig McDonald. Others in the cast were Humphrey Davis as James Scott, Julian Noah as Hanson, Margaret Berlin as Mrs. Hanson, and Ian McAllister as the coroner and Professor Barker. The orchestra, under the direction of Emerson Buckley, played music especially written for this broadcast by Richard DuPace. You know, you can have a lot of fun watching a 2-year-old go through his routine. A lot of fancy ways of locomoting about the house. A lot of fancy talk to make you grin from ear to ear. Of course, there's the sober business of supporting him. And yes, in the not-too-far-off future, the business of sending him to college. Be a wise thing if you thought of that between grins. U.S. savings bonds, for instance. They're an excellent way of saving for that education. You should get them, and get them regularly, either through the payroll savings plan where you work or the bond-a-month plan where you bank. Almost everyone knows about the payroll savings plan, but the bond-a-month plan is something brand new. It's an arrangement between you and your bank. You join the bond-a-month plan. The bank buys the bond for you, delivers it to you, charges it to your checking account. Easy, automatic, and yes, profitable. Because U.S. savings bonds still pay off $4 on maturity for every 3 you invest. Next time you're at your bank, tell the teller you're interested in joining the bond-a-month plan. Or where you work, get full information about the payroll savings plan. Ralph Paul speaking. This program came from New York. For another exciting drama, stay tuned now for Scotland Yard, starring Basil Rathbone as Inspector Burke. In just a moment, you'll hear The Case of the Tyrant's Nest. This is the Mutual Broadcasting System. Justice triumphs. Police Headquarters, Phoenix, Arizona.
Name, Joseph Cornell.
Age, 79 years.
Cause of death, bullet through heart.
Classification, murder.
Investigation, proceeding.
The Mutual Broadcasting System presents another thrilling case based on the true justice stories followed by millions of readers each week in the New York Sunday News and its syndicates. Tonight's case, The Death Watch. Our story opens one afternoon at the railroad station in Phoenix, Arizona. As the 5 o'clock train pulls in, two men wearing dark blue suits and a prison pallor swing off the train to the platform, elbow their way through the small crowd at the station, cross the street, and push through the swinging doors of a saloon.
Hey, Pete.
Yeah, Dawson.
There's George behind the bar now.
Yeah. Watch his face when he spots us here in his place.
Look, we won't say nothing. We just stand here at the end of the bar and order a drink.
Okay.
Hey, barkeep. Set us up a couple of straight ones down here.
Yes, sir. Care for a taster or just... Well, I'll be stupid as a Dawson and Pete. Say, it's good to see you guys. Dawson, I see you still got that gold tooth in the front of your face.
Yep, the boys in stir let me keep it.
When'd you get out?
Yesterday?
Huh?
Yeah, and we headed straight for Phoenix.
Well, I'm sure glad to see you.
We're looking for work, George. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sure.
You got any ideas?
Well, I don't know.
Oh, we'd be glad to cut you in on anything you shoved our way.
Sure, I know that. Tell you what, boys, let's sit over that back table there, huh?
Okay, come on, Pete.
Jack, take over the bar for a while, will you? That's it. Go ahead. Just sit down right there. Thanks, George.
Well, George?
Now, look, Dawson, you know I'm straight. Forget.
Oh, sure, George. We ain't asking you to get your hands dirty.
Yeah, George, we're just looking for a job.
What do you say, George? Any ideas?
Well, there's a little deal I happen to know about. Might interest you boys.
Oh, let's hear it.
Well, this is the setup. A guy named Jim Cornell owns a citrus farm right outside Phoenix here.
Yeah?
Now, his old man's got the adjoining farm, see? Old Mr. Cornell's retired.
Go on.
I happen to know that old man Cornell's got about $4,000 in cash in his place.
4,000 cash?
Hey, that's okay. Let's grab it.
Now, wait. It's not as easy as that, Alfie. To begin with, I know the money's hidden in the house someplace, but I don't know where.
All we gotta do is stick a gun in the old man's ribs. He'll shell out the dough quick enough.
Sure. Yeah, sure, but there's just one hitch to that.
Yeah, what is it?
But the old man and his wife aren't alone in the house very often.
What do you mean?
Well, there's always friends and relatives hanging around their place or staying there with them.
Looks like your tip's a dud, George. We can't pull a stick up with half the county looking on.
Now, wait. I said there were people hanging around the place most of the time, but not all the time.
You got some ideas?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, let's have them.
Now, I happen to know that the son is looking for another hand on his place. I'll get you the job, Dawson.
Me? Work as a hired hand?
Dawson do real work? That's a laugh.
Well, why not? It won't be for long. And it'll give you a chance to get to know the family. You'll be in a spot where you can watch the old folks on their place and find out when they're going to be alone.
Yeah. Yeah, I could do that.
What do I do, George?
Well, I'd say you better lay low here with me while Dawson sizes up the situation. Well, how's it strike you?
It's okay. Okay, George.
Yeah, swell idea.
Yeah, $4,000 would set Pete and me up right. Okay, George, fix it up for me.
Sure, right away.
The sooner I start work, the better.
In a matter of hours, Harry Dawson, recently released from state's prison, is inducted into the routine of young Jim Cornell's flourishing fruit farm. In a matter of days, Dawson has ingratiated himself both with his employer and the old folks who live on the neighboring farm. He's quartered in a cabin in the fruit grove where he lives by himself. But all the time he's working, he watches and waits for the time when the elder Cornells will be alone. But the days slip into weeks, and always there are friends and relatives visiting at the popular old couple's home. Then, late one afternoon at the end of the month, as Dawson is cleaning up some tools in the shed, his employer stops to speak to him.
Oh, Dawson?
Yes, Mr. Cornell.
You know, I'm throwing a big barbecue supper down in the hollow this evening.
Oh, sure, Mr. Cornell.
You're going to come, aren't you? Help celebrate my daughter's 16th birthday?
Oh, yeah, sure, I'll be there.
Good. We're going to have quite a crowd. I've invited neighbors from all around. I just wish Mother and Dad could make it.
Oh, they won't be there?
No. No, Dad's not feeling so good today, so he and Mother aren't coming to the party.
Oh, that's too bad they can't make it. Well, some of the relatives will stay to keep them company, I suppose, huh?
Oh, not on your life. Everybody's coming to the barbecue. And that includes you, Dawson. So get your glad rags on and come along. Folks are already gathering at the hollow.
Thanks, Mr. Cornell. I'll be there.
George's Bar and Grill.
Who is this?
Pete
This is Dawson.
Dawson, we ain't heard from you for a couple of weeks.
Never mind. Listen to me, Pete.
Yeah?
This is it. Today.
Me and the old folks...
Hold it. Be careful what you say. Okay. I told you today's the day. We got a break. Now, you remember what you're supposed to do?
Yeah, sure. I ain't forgotten.
Okay, I'll meet you at the big tree like we planned.
Hi, Dawson.
Sure took you long enough to get here. Move over. I'll take the wheel.
Okay. It's got a bum shift. Be careful how you handle it.
Okay. Where'd you rent it?
One of the garages in town. See, how much farther up the road is this place?
About a mile. Now listen, Pete. You sure you got everything straight?
Sure. I go in and get the dough alone.
And don't forget, after you get the dough, you tie them both up so they can't get to the window and yell for help.
Yeah, I know. Look, Dawson. Wouldn't it be better to wait till after dark to do this?
No, they're alone in there now. The gang will be coming back from the barbecue when it gets dark. We do it now when there's nobody here to bother.
Okay, I guess you're right. We'll keep the motor running for a fast getaway.
Don't worry, I will. Then you can drop me off where you pick me up. You know, I got a barbecue supper waiting for me. Well, here you are.
The old Cornell place.
Right.
Okay. See you in a few minutes. With $4,000.
I'll let the car turn around, ready to get out of here fast.
So long.
So long, Pete.
Come in. Joseph, don't you get up. I'll see who it is. All right, my dear. Well, good evening, sir.
You Mrs. Cornell?
Yes.
Tell your husband to come in here.
Mr. Cornell isn't feeling so good. Maybe if you stop
Tell him
by...
to come in here. I got to see him.
Well, if it's really important... Joseph?
Yes?
There's a young man in the living room. He wants to see you.
All right, hon. I'll be right in.
I don't believe I've seen you around this part of the country, young man.
No, you ain't.
I thought everybody around here was at the barbecue. You weren't expecting company.
I come for your money, Mr. Cornell.
You what?
You got $4,000 in cash in this house. I want it.
Joseph, he's got a gun.
Young man.
Are you going to give me the dough or do I have to get rough?
Oh, give it to him, Joseph.
Yes, you can have it. Only I don't have it here. It's in another part of the house.
Hold it.
I was just going to get it for you.
Okay. You don't go nowhere without I'm right behind you.
Better mind what he says, Joseph.
I'm waiting, young man.
Now, Mrs. Cornell, you sit in that chair.
This one?
Yeah, right there. Now I'll just tie this around your hand.
What are you doing to my wife?
Just tying her up.
No, please.
Shut up.
Please.
There. That'll hold you. Open your mouth wide.
What are you doing?
That's a good girl. You take the being gag like a fish takes the water.
You let my wife alone. Take that drag out of her mouth.
Get back, Pop.
I won't. You take
Right
that drag
down,
out
Pop,
of here.
you'll get it, too.
I don't care what you do to me, but you're not going to... Help! Police! Help!
Everything okay, Pete?
Step on it, Dawson. Step on it.
Did you get the dough, Pete?
No.
You didn't.
You heard me.
Why didn't you throw a scare into the old man with your gun?
I did. Just get him too hard.
You mean you...
Yeah. I plugged him.
That's all the stupid, trigger-happy, stir-crazy...
Lay off, Dawson. You ain't got nothing to worry about. Nobody can connect you with it.
No, I ain't so sure about that.
What do you mean?
While I was waiting for you, a car pulled up at the other side of the road. Guy got out to look at his rear tire.
Somebody you know from around here?
No, you dope. If it had been, do you think I'd have stuck around? Nah, the guy had an out-of-state license on his car.
Well, there. Everything's okay.
Okay? I didn't see you bringing back any dough.
It was a bum break.
Yeah, I'll say.
But so what? There's plenty of places to pull jobs.
Yeah, maybe. Well, I'm getting out here. I've got to ease myself into that party down at the barbecue and act like I've been there all the time.
Hey, that's a smart idea. You got brains.
I wish you had some.
Huh?
If we get out of this alive, it won't be your brains that did it.
Now, in this reenactment of an actual crime, the killer Pete makes all haste back to town and to George's Bar and Grill. Dawson hurries through the fruit grove and a few minutes later slips quietly into the crowd at the gala barbecue. Meantime, back at the scene of the crime, elderly Mrs. Cornell, though dazed at the sudden turn of events that has resulted in the tragic death of her husband, somehow manages to struggle free of her bonds and remove the gag from her mouth. She stumbles to the telephone.
Police. Police. Get the police.
And inside of 10 minutes, a homicide squad from police headquarters in Phoenix, headed by Lieutenant Hayes, is on the scene. The wheels of justice begin to turn. A short time later, Lieutenant Hayes steps out of the room where he's been closeted with Mrs. Cornell and reaches for the telephone in the hall.
Number, please.
Get me police headquarters.
Police Department, Hanson speaking.
Hanson, this is Lieutenant Hayes. I have a description of the killer I got from Mrs. Cornell. Take it down, will you?
Yes, sir.
Age about 35, height about 6 foot, complexion light, eyes blue, hair sandy. He was wearing a blue serge suit.
I got it, Lieutenant.
Send out a 7th state alarm on him, Hanson. Get in touch with the State Highway Patrol. Tell them to keep their eyes open for a man of that description. Oh, and Hanson.
Yes, sir.
Send the details over to the radio station. Ask them to broadcast that description every half hour.
I'll get at it immediately.
Thanks. Sergeant.
Yes, Lieutenant.
Has the coroner taken the body out yet?
Yeah, he just drove away with it. Said to get the bullets extracted and down to ballistics tonight.
Oh, good.
The report should be on your desk within the next couple of hours, sir.
Yeah. Well, before I go back to town, Sergeant, we have a dirty job to do.
Yeah?
The sooner we get it over with, the quicker we'll run down the killer.
Well, what job's that, Lieutenant?
We got to go down and break in on that barbecue party in the Hollow.
Hey, that's right. Young Cornell doesn't know about his father yet.
Yeah. Well, come on, Sergeant. I sure hate to spoil their barbecue, but it's got to be done. Now, Sergeant, while I'm breaking the news to young Cornell, you take care of the crowd. Send the women and children home. Organize the men into a posse.
Right, Lieutenant.
Have them search the orange groves all around here. There's just a chance that the killer may be hiding out in one of them.
Well, we'll find him if he is.
You can report back to me at headquarters. Oh, Mr. Cornell.
Well, hello.
I'm Lieutenant Hayes from police headquarters, Mr. Cornell.
Sure, I know you. Glad you dropped in, Lieutenant. Always room for one more.
I'm here on business, Mr. Cornell. Would you mind stepping over here a minute?
Why, sure. Anything wrong?
Listen, everybody. Let me have your attention, please. I'm sorry, but we're going to have to interrupt your fun. The women and the children will have to leave. All right, you men.
Hey, what's going on here?
Mr. Cornell, I have bad news for you.
What's the matter?
I guess the kindest way is to tell you straight out. Your father's been killed.
Dad? Killed? Oh.
He was shot twice by an unknown assailant who entered his house. He was after that $4,000 your father kept there.
Dad. Dead. What about my mother?
She's all right now.
Oh, thank heaven for that. I'll go to her right away.
Oh, just a minute, Mr. Cornell.
Yes?
I know this is tough on you, but if you could answer a few questions before you leave, it'd be a great help to us.
Oh, all right.
Now, can you tell me who else beside the immediate family knew about the money your father kept in the house?
That's hard to say. Dad may have mentioned it to any number of people. He trusted everybody. I may have even mentioned it myself. I always thought it was foolish of Dad to keep that much money around.
You were right. Tell me, who did you invite to this picnic today?
My neighbors, my employees.
Uh-huh. Did everybody come who was invited?
Yes, every single person, as far as I know.
I see.
None of them could have had anything to do with it.
Maybe not, but I believe that the killer had an accomplice. And it's my hunch that someone who knows you and your family is mixed up in this. And that's what I want to find out.
Following description of the killer has been given us by the police department. You are asked to be on the lookout for this man. He's about 6 feet
Turn that thing off.
Hey, that's my description of broadcast.
Turn it off.
Okay. What's eating you?
Keep that radio off. Customers down the bar will hear it. Get wise, there's somebody up here.
Oh, okay, George.
Another thing. When are you getting out of here?
Hey, what's the matter with you?
Look, I just want you to get out, Pete.
Look, you know I got a hideout up here till the heat's off. That was the plan.
Sure, but the plan didn't include a murder. I don't want no part of it now.
No?
No.
Well, you got a part of it, whether you like it or not.
What do you mean?
George, after a guy kills once, the next time it's easy. You get me?
Yeah. I get you, Pete. But
Well, just remember it. And I'm sticking up here till it's safe for me to leave.
And I'll clear out of this part of the country so fast you'll have to look twice to see me.
Police headquarters, Lieutenant Hayes.
Lieutenant, this is Sergeant Garfield. We just finished going through the orchards out here. There's no sign of the killer.
I see. Well, it's past midnight now. You can let the men go home now, Sergeant.
Right, sir.
Oh, I'd like to have you come back here, though.
Yeah? What's up, Lieutenant? You get a lead from the ballistic report?
No, just that the bullets were fired from a .32. But you and I have a job to do here in town tonight.
What's that?
Well, I figure the killer can't have got very far away. All the highways and roads out of here have been on strict patrol since a half hour after the killing, and the state police have been alerted.
Yes, I know.
Well, I think that if the killer was trying to get out of this vicinity, he'd have been picked up by now.
You figure he's hiding out in town someplace, huh?
I think so. I'll meet you on the corner of 5th Street and Arizona Avenue in 1 hour.
5th and Arizona, right?
Right. You and I'll cover all the dives in this town personally.
Now, in their search for the killer, the two police officers look in at every bar, scan the customers in every pool room and shooting gallery. But by the time they reach the section of the city near the railroad station, the shutters on George's Bar and Grill are drawn, for the first gray streaks of morning light are appearing in the sky. Tired, disgruntled, and half convinced that the killer has slipped out of the city and through the police net, they call it a night and return to headquarters. An hour later, out at the Elder Cornell farmhouse, Dawson steps up to the front door.
Oh, good morning, Dawson.
I just come over from your place, Mr. Cornell. I thought I'd stop by and see how things are going for you here.
Thanks, Dawson. That's kind of you.
Have the police found the killer yet?
I don't think so. I've heard nothing yet.
That's too bad. I hope they get the guy.
Yes. I'd like to get my hands on the man myself.
Sure, I understand. Your mother up yet?
Yes, she's in the kitchen. I don't think she got any sleep either.
I'd like to speak to her if I could. Tell her I'm sorry for what happened.
Sure. Go ahead. And it's very thoughtful of you, Dawson. Very thoughtful.
Thanks, Mr. Cornell. I am real sorry.
What is it, Hanson?
Lieutenant Hayes, there's a fellow out here who wants to talk to you. Says he's got some information about the Cornell murder.
Send him in.
Yes, sir.
That'll be the 14th guy who's been in this morning with what he thought was information, Lieutenant.
Yeah, I know. It's always the way in a case like this. A lot of people, mostly crackpots, want to get their names in the paper.
Yeah.
Sometimes they really think they know something. But once in a great while, one of them does have some information. Oh, come in, sir.
You the officer who's handling the murder case?
That's right. What's your name, please?
Carl Weber.
All right, Mr. Weber. Now, suppose you tell us what you know.
Well, I heard over the radio and I read in the paper about that old man who was murdered.
Yes. You know anything about it?
Well, I don't know whether this means anything or not, but I was passing that very farmhouse about the time it happened.
You were, huh?
Yes. I was on my way into Phoenix, and, I thought I had a flat, so I pulled up for a minute on the side of the road near that farmhouse.
Did you see anything or hear anything?
No, not in the house, but there was a man parked right across the road where I stopped, and his engine was running. I figured he was waiting for somebody.
Hey, maybe we're getting somewhere, Lieutenant.
Yeah, tell me, Mr. Weber, did the man you saw in the car answer the description of the killer?
Well, no, he didn't.
Did you recognize the man in the car?
No, sir, but I'm not from around here. I'm from out of the state.
Well, do you remember what he looked like?
Well, when I got out to see if my tire was going flat, I naturally glanced across at him.
Yes, of course. Go on.
Well, he kind of opened his mouth as if he was going to say something, and I noticed he had a big gold tooth right in front.
A gold tooth?
That is something.
Oh, yes. Not many folks have gold teeth in the front of their mouths anymore.
Oh, you're right, Mr. Weber. Anything else?
Why, no, that's all, I guess.
Well, thank you for the information.
Oh, that's okay.
Leave your name and address at the desk, will you, please?
Oh, sure. I hope I've been of some help.
Oh, you have, Mr. Weber. You certainly have.
Well, that tip supports your theory, Lieutenant, about the killer having an accomplice.
Yes, it does. I believe that the party with the gold tooth is somebody who knows the Cornell family.
How do you figure that?
Sergeant, the timing of this crime was no coincidence. It was planned to take place when the old couple would be alone.
Sure. And no one but a friend or acquaintance of the family could have known exactly when the old folks were going to be alone.
Correct.
What's our next move, Lieutenant?
Let's go out to the Cornells again. I'll drop you off at the Sun's farm, and you see what you can find out there. I'll go on down to the mother's place.
Okay, Lieutenant.
If we can find someone who knows a man with a gold tooth in the front of his mouth, we'll be set.
You're asking me if I know anyone who has a gold tooth in the front of his mouth?
Yes, Mrs. Cornell. Do you?
No, Lieutenant. None of my friends has a gold tooth. At least, not where it shows.
I see. Well, perhaps an acquaintance, then.
Oh, I don't recall anybody.
Well, it's very important, Mrs. Cornell. Please try to remember. You see, we know that this man was waiting in a car outside your home here yesterday at the time of the tragedy.
And you think I know that man?
Well, I hope so. At least I'm certain that he knew about you.
A man with a gold tooth. Dear, it does seem as if I have seen someone.
Yes?
I just can't think who. It wasn't one of my close friends, though. I know that right off.
Well, perhaps an acquaintance of your husband.
No.
May I answer that for you, Mrs. Cornell?
Oh, if you would, officer.
All right.
Just say I'm rescuing, please.
Right. Hello?
Hello, let me talk to... Oh, Lieutenant, I was calling you.
Yes, Sergeant.
Young Cornell's got a hired hand with a gold tooth in front. His name is Dawson.
Hang on to him, Sergeant. I'll be right over.
Oh, wait a minute, sir. I can't hang on to him. He isn't here.
Where is he?
Well, he must have seen me coming and got scared. Anyway, he's gone. We searched all over for him. His quarters, the shed...
Sergeant, put Mr. Cornell on the phone.
Yes, sir. Mr. Cornell. Hello?
Mr. Cornell, my sergeant says your man Dawson has gotten away.
Look, Lieutenant, I'm sure you're after the wrong man.
He has a gold tooth in the front of his mouth, doesn't he?
Yes, he does.
Well, do you know anyone else who has?
No, I don't. But Dawson couldn't have had anything to do with the killing. He was at the barbecue. I saw
Now,
him.
Mr. Cornell, tell me this. Where do you think he is right now?
I don't know. He's usually...
You haven't any idea where he might have skipped to?
No, not the slightest.
I see. What agency did you hire Dawson from?
None. He was recommended to me.
By whom?
Oh, a fellow who runs a bar near the railroad station. I stop in there occasionally for a glass of beer when I'm shipping out fruit. It's called George's Bar and Grill.
Thank you, Mr. Cornell. Tell the sergeant I'll pick him up at once. We're going down to have a talk with George. The shortwave on, Sergeant?
Yes, sir. All set to go. Here's the mic.
Thanks. Lieutenant Hayes to cars 39 and 14. Lieutenant Hayes to cars 39 and 14. Attention.
Car 39 reporting. Car 14 reporting.
Cars 14 and 39. Proceed to George's Bar and Grill, opposite the railroad station. Believe Cornell's killer and accomplice may be hiding out there. Caution, these men are probably armed. Hold action if possible until I get there. That's all.
Just a few minutes before the police get orders to close in on the hunted men, a tense and hectic scene takes place in the hideaway above the saloon. Panting, out of breath from haste and fear, Dawson bursts into the room.
George, we're at a spot. What's the matter?
Yeah, what's up, Dawson?
I think the police are onto something. I saw an officer come into young Cornell's place, and then the two of them headed for my shack.
What the devil?
I lit out and hitched a ride into town on a fast truck.
Hey, you boys better get out of here.
Shut up, George. You know the cops are watching every road out of this town for me.
Well, I'm getting out.
Wait a minute, Dawson. You're not leaving me here to take the rap alone.
Pete, put that gun back in your pocket. And listen to me, both of you.
Yeah, talk fast, George.
Look, there's only one way you might be able to sneak through. It's on a fast freight. What time is it now?
Almost 3 o'clock.
Good. There's a freight goes through here at 3:07.
You telling the truth, George?
Oh, help me. You fellas better try to get on it. It's your only chance.
We'll make it. Come on, Pete. Let's travel.
Right with you.
Good luck, boys.
How do we get out of here?
This way through the back door. We can sneak between the buildings.
Stop where you are, you two.
What are we, Stu? They got us, Pete.
Not me. No cop has taken me.
Good shooting, Sergeant. You got the blonde-haired guy in the shoulder.
Hey, what's going on, my place?
You'll find out. Sergeant, put the cuffs on all three of these.
Now, wait a
guys.
minute.
Come on, you guys.
Hey, you got nothing on me.
We're booking all three of you on suspicion of murder. What happens to you from here on is up to the courts of justice.
Close questioning of Pete, Dawson, and George the saloon keeper by the prosecuting attorney brought to light the details of the crime as they've been reenacted tonight. The courts of justice found George not guilty of participation in the crime of murder, but justice found Pete and Harry Dawson guilty of murder in the first degree. Their sentence, death in the gas chamber for the wanton killing of Joseph Cornell. Now in police headquarters in Phoenix, Arizona.
Sergeant.
Yes, Lieutenant?
Take the card on Joseph Cornell from the active file and mark it Case Closed. Justice triumphs.
Although the names of all persons, characters, and places are entirely fictitious, and any similarity to persons living or dead is purely coincidental, this dramatization was based on an actual murder case. Next week at this same time, the Mutual Broadcasting System will present Poison for Profit, story of a murder ring which treated human life as a commodity to be bought and sold. Another dramatization taken from the files of two justice stories appearing each week in the New York Sunday News and its syndicates. These programs are produced and directed by Jock McGregor, and the stories are dramatized by Bart Conry. The narrator is George Carson Putnam. Dawson was played by Carl Emery, Lieutenant Hayes by Ralph Camargo. Others in the cast were George Petrie as Pete, Elizabeth Morgan as Mrs. Cornell, Humphrey Davis as Mr. Cornell and George, Don Douglas as the youngest Cornell and Hanson, and Ed Latimer as the sergeant. The orchestra, under the direction of Emerson Buckley, played music especially written for this broadcast by Richard Duquesne. Frank McCarthy speaking. This program came from New York. For another exciting drama, stay tuned now for Scotland Yard, starring Basil Rathbone as Inspector Burt. You'll hear The Case of the Trojan Horse in just a moment. This is the world's largest network, the Mutual Broadcasting System.
Justice triumphs. Police Headquarters, Chicago, Illinois.
Name, James Morgan.
Age, 53 years.
Cause of death, arsenic poisoning.
Classification, murder.
Investigation, proceeding.
The Mutual Broadcasting System presents another thrilling case from the files of True Justice Stories, followed by millions of readers each week in the New York Sunday News and its syndicate. Tonight's case, Poison for Profit. Our story begins in a cheap neighborhood nightclub on Chicago's west side. It's the usual tawdry, smoke-filled, dimly lighted room, complete with checkered tablecloths and the inevitable postage-stamp dance floor. A few minutes before 9 o'clock, a sportily dressed man carrying a small suitcase brushes past the hat-check girl, steps up to the head waiter.
Oh, good evening, sir.
Hi. Where'll I find Mitchell?
Mitchell? You mean the boss?
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's right. The boss.
Are you the party from New York?
Yeah. He's expecting me.
I know. Go through those black curtains.
Uh-huh.
His office is the first door on the right.
Yeah, thanks a lot, chum. Hello, Mitchell.
Well, Babe Loomis. So you finally arrived in town, huh?
Finally's right. I had half the cops in New York looking for me.
So I heard.
Yeah, they had a dragnet out after me. I had to watch my chance to sneak through.
I'm glad you made it. Sit down, Babe.
Thanks.
You'd be safe here. You can sleep upstairs and operate from the club here.
Mm-hmm. It sounds okay.
You won't even need to poke your head outside. Unless you want to.
Hey, don't worry. I won't. Just in case the Chicago dicks have been tipped off to pick me up.
And while you're cooling off here, you can do a little work for me, Babe.
Sure, why not? What gives?
I've got a brand new angle.
Yeah? Is it good?
It's so good, I'm thinking of branching out. Maybe Frisco or Los Angeles.
Oh?
When I do, I'll need somebody to run this place.
Oh, see, that sounds okay. What's the angle, Mitch?
Here, take a look at this cardboard box.
Huh. My poison. Arsenic.
Yeah. Now look at this card index file.
Uh-huh.
Here, read what it says on this first card. Go ahead.
Okay. Mamie Morgan, husband James Morgan, died May 24th. Fee charged for service $800. Fee due May 30th. But it's today.
And I'm marking it paid in full. We just collected the $800 from Mamie Morgan.
Well, I'll be...
Quite an angle, huh?
Sure is. And the bunch of cards you got here, I take it you put certain parties out of the way permanently. For consideration.
That's right.
How does it work? Come on, give. How do you bait the hook?
Clara does that very efficiently.
Clara?
Yeah.
Damon on this, too.
Oh, yes. We couldn't operate without Clara. She starts the ball rolling, circulates around the club, poses as a fortune teller.
Yeah? It's neat.
Yeah, Clara's smart. She spots the married couples that aren't getting along, see? You'd be surprised how many of them aren't happy together.
You mean your peddler services the married couples that ain't happy?
Mostly. Or sometimes we run onto a client who wants a relative put away so they can get hold of an inheritance. That's an assignment that really pays big.
How about that? What a sweet racket.
Yeah. If you want to catch on fast, babe, just keep your eye on Clara. Watch her close. You'll learn how this business works.
Pat,
Yes, sir.
step to the door and ask Detective Ryan to come in, will you?
Sure, Chief. Ryan.
Yeah?
Lieutenant Campbell wants to see you.
Okay.
What is it, Lieutenant?
I just received this wire from headquarters in New York. Their detective bureau says they believe a party named Babe Loomis may be here in Chicago.
Babe Loomis?
Yeah. New York wants him for being mixed up in the numbers racket. Here's a description they sent along. You better read it before I turn it over to Pat.
All right. Babe Loomis, age 32, height 5'9", hair sandy, blue eyes, light skin, identifying marks, thin scar on right cheek below eye. Likes to wear loud sport clothes. Mm-hmm.
Pat?
Yes, sir.
I want you to get copies of this description out to every man on the force.
Right away, sir.
And Ryan, I'm assigning you directly to the job of finding Babe Loomis.
Right.
If I were you, I'd cover the west side first.
Sounds logical. Fugitive hiding out in Chicago always seem to head for the west side of town.
Well, they got plenty of company over there. Oh, and Ryan, another thing.
Yes?
You look like a flatfoot in that blue suit you've got on.
Well, it's...
You better wear something a little snappier. Look like one of the boys.
Your fortune told. Would you like to have your fortune told? Past, present, and future. Your fortune told.
Look, Ada, that's the girl I was telling you about. Clara, the fortune teller.
My Ed, she's beautiful.
Yeah, isn't she? Yeah, and I understand she can really tell things that are going to happen.
Well, go ahead. Call her over. That's what we came here for.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Clara, would you come over here, please?
Oh, good evening. My husband wants his fortune told. All right. But I usually concentrate better when I'm alone with the subject. Oh? You want me to leave the table? If you don't mind. I think I could do better.
Go on, Ada. I'll tell you what she says.
Oh, all right. I'll visit the powder room in a few minutes.
All right.
Well, Mr. Carter, I see you brought her in.
Yeah. Well, that's what you told me to do, Clara, but I'm not exactly enjoying her company.
I could see that.
Now, if it was my girlfriend instead of my wife, we always have fun, here or any place else.
I understand. I understand a lot of things, Mr. Carter. Just keeping my ears open in this place.
Yeah, you're a wise cookie, I guess. But look, why did you want me to bring Ada in here?
Well, I wanted her to meet me. That's important.
Yeah, why?
Listen, last week I overheard you and your girlfriend discussing your wife.
Yeah.
You were trying to think up a way to be rid of her. Get her out of your life.
Yeah, but she won't give me a divorce.
Yeah, I know. I overheard that, too. And I told you I know someone who'll help you.
Help me? How?
Well, there's a way you can get rid of your wife permanently.
Get rid of her permanently?
I think you understand what I mean.
Yeah, I do, but I don't want to hang for murder.
No one will ever suspect you. That's guaranteed.
Yeah? Say, this sounds interesting.
I thought it would.
Well, how much will it cost? How does the thing work?
Look, Mr. Carter, you take your wife home now.
Yeah?
Come back later tonight. I'll introduce you to the boss. He'll explain everything.
Detective Bureau, Lieutenant Campbell.
Lieutenant, this is Ryan.
Yes, Ryan. How you making out?
Oh, not so good, Lieutenant. I've been hanging around corners over here on the west side and ducking into crooks' hangouts, but there's no sign of Babe Loomis.
I'll keep on it, Ryan.
Sure, I am. I've got a lot more territory to cover yet. But the reason I called, Lieutenant, was about something else I ran into over here.
Oh? What's that?
You remember my friend Jim Morgan?
Jim Morgan.
Sure, you remember. He's the guy who dropped into the office for a chat with me about 2 weeks ago.
Oh, yeah, I remember. Nice guy. What about him?
He's dead.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah. You know, the Morgans live over here on the west side.
Yeah?
Well, I just dropped into one of the neighborhood bars here looking for Loomis, and the barkeep just told me Jim died last week. Very unexpectedly.
What happened?
That's what I wanted to know. So I telephoned Mamie. That's his wife. She says Jim died suddenly of acute indigestion.
Pretty tough.
Yes. But the thing that strikes me is this. Why didn't she notify his friends when he died? I'd like to have gone to his funeral, but I'd never have known about it if the barkeep hadn't told me.
Yeah, that is strange.
And another thing. I happen to know that Jim and his wife have been on the outs for a long time.
Hey, now, wait a minute. You mean you suspect foul play of some kind, Ryan?
I don't quite know how to figure it, Lieutenant. All I know is that a couple of weeks ago he was healthy as a horse. And now he's dead of acute indigestion.
Acute indigestion,
Yeah.
Huh? I wonder.
What's that, Lieutenant?
I was just thinking. Maybe your friend's unexpected death bears looking into.
I was wondering about that myself. How do we go about it?
I'll talk to you about that later, Ryan. Right now, you stick to your assignment. Try to locate Babe Loomis and report back to me regularly.
Okay, I'll do that. Goodbye.
Bye. Oh, Pat.
Yes, Chief.
Come in here a minute, will you?
Sure, Chief. What's on your mind?
Pat, didn't we get an anonymous letter last week or a week before hinting that there was a poison ring operating somewhere here in Chicago?
Poison ring? Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. The letter's right over there in the file.
Get it for me, will you?
Well, sure thing, Lieutenant. Yeah, here it is, Lieutenant. But it actually don't say nothing, if you remember.
Thanks, Pat. Let's see. Oh, yeah, I recall now. Yeah, this letter didn't give us a thing we could work on.
Hey, why are you so curious about this here letter all of a sudden, Lieutenant?
I think maybe Ryan's run across something that corroborates what the letter says.
You don't say so. You mean real evidence?
Could be. Pat, get me the coroner on the wire.
Right, sir.
Got a little job for him to do that should settle this question once and for all.
Hey, Mitch, you say you got another sucker on the string?
Yeah, babe. You better stick around. Keep your ears open. You'll see how we handle dopes like the one Clara's bringing in a few minutes.
This guy she's got hooked. Does he have any money?
That don't cut no ice in deals like this, babe.
No?
If they want to get rid of something bad enough, they find the money. If they can't find it by themselves, we got ways of helping them.
You got everything all worked out, ain't you?
We've been in the racket long enough. It must be Clara now with the guy I was telling you about.
Swell. Now I can see just how you do it.
Yeah. Come in.
Hello, Miss.
Hi, Clara.
Mitch, I want you to meet Mr. Edward Carter, a friend of mine.
This is a pleasure, Mr. Carter.
Hi.
Come on in. Take a chair.
Thanks.
Have a cigar? Cigarette?
No, no, thanks. I don't smoke.
Relax, Mr. Carter. We're all friends here. We just wanted to help you.
Yeah, I know.
Mr. Carter, I understand you're interested in having a certain matter taken care of.
Well, that depends.
Well, first, Mr. Carter, there's the matter of a fee. How much cash can you raise?
A couple of hundred, maybe.
Look, Mr. Carter, we don't operate for that kind of chicken feed. As a rule, when we run into a customer who can't raise enough cash, we suggest taking out life insurance on the party to be disposed of.
Well, my wife's already insured.
Good. That'll speed things up considerably. How much insurance does she carry?
Well, $2,500.
Well, then I'd say our cut for doing the job ought to be an even 1,000. How's that?
Well, that's okay, I guess. But what do you do for that dough?
We give you this, Mr. Carter. This little packet. Here, take it.
Feels like powder of some kind. What is it?
Carter, that powder is very special. It's going to buy your wife a one-way ticket out of your life.
Now, wait a minute. I don't know about this. Who gives it to her?
You do, Mr. Carter.
Oh, no. I told Clara once tonight I don't want to hang for murder.
I guess you don't know the reactions of this particular powder, Carter.
Oh, I don't. How could I?
She'll get this powder here the first day in a moderate dose. It won't kill her, but she'll be ailing and her stomach will be upset, see? Every day the dose is increased a little. Every day she gets a little sicker. It'll take about a week or so. Then she dies. Indigestion. Acute indigestion.
Oh, I see. That's a pretty good idea, but how do I get her to take the stuff?
Easy. Your wife's not very attractive anymore from what I hear, huh?
You said it.
But she's still crazy about you and would like to hang on to you, huh?
Yeah, that's right.
Then it'll be a cinch. We'll tell you exactly what to tell her when you give her this powder. If you follow our directions, she'll take it with no trouble at all.
This is the case history of an actual crime, one of a series of murders by poison. Crimes so cold-blooded and calculating that they appear almost unbelievable. But let me assure you, poison ring racketeers, preying on the baser elements of human nature, have operated in cities all over the world for many generations. Now, in this case, justice has been put on the alert through a number of circumstantial events, noted by the keen intelligence of Chicago's crack police detective Lieutenant Campbell and Detective Ryan. The routine search for the fugitive Babe Loomis has opened up a much more important line of investigation.
Campbell speaking.
Lieutenant, I have the autopsy report for you on James Morgan.
Good. Let's have it, Doc.
Well, we found almost a grain of arsenic in the man's stomach and liver. He died of arsenical poisoning.
Arsenic, huh?
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Well, thanks for the fast work, Doc.
You bet.
Well, Pat, did you hear that?
Yeah, Chief. See, that was pretty smart, ordering an autopsy on Morgan just on a hunch like that.
That was more than a hunch, Pat.
Yeah?
The symptoms of acute indigestion and some kinds of deadly poison are very much the same.
Oh, so that was what gave you the tip-off.
That and the anonymous letter.
Well, what are we waiting for, Chief? Well, let's go out and pick up Morgan's wife and book her for murder.
Oh, now, wait a minute, Pat. Not so fast. We have no evidence to prove she poisoned him.
Well, I know that, but we can't...
And if she hired the services of a poison-for-profit ring, they'd skip out the minute we nabbed one of their clients.
Huh. Yeah, I guess you're right.
That's a big fish we're after. You can pick up Morgan's wife anytime.
Yeah, but Lieutenant, how do we get a line on a racket like that?
Well, the Hall of Records should be able to give us a lead. I think I'll go over there right now.
Mm-hmm.
And, Pat.
Yes, sir?
When Ryan calls in, give him the autopsy report on his friend. Tell him we seem to be on the trail of a poison ring.
Okay, sir.
Ask him to meet me at noon in front of the Hall of Records.
Now, I'll take another cup of coffee, Ada.
All right. I'll get it for you. Ed, you're going to be late for work this morning if you don't hurry.
Yeah, I know.
Ed, why did you go out again last night after we came in?
I went out to do something for you.
For me? What?
Well, you remember what you said just before the fortune teller sat down at our table last night?
Why, no, not exactly.
Why, you remarked on how pretty she was.
Oh, yes. Oh, my, I'd give anything to look like her.
Well, you can, Ada, if you want to.
Oh, Ed, but what's got into you this morning?
Nothing. What do you mean?
Well, you've been so kind of pleasant.
Oh.
Now you're flattering me, saying I could be as pretty as that woman in the nightclub.
Well, you can, Ada. I found out the way. That's why I went back there again last night.
Oh?
I found out her secret. What keeps her looking so young and full of vitality. You know, Ada, your looks are all still there. You need to have them brought out, that's all.
Oh, Ed, honey, you really do think about me and love me.
Why, sure I do, Ada. Maybe I don't show it like I ought to always, but, well, you know I do. That's why I want you to look your best, so I can show you off to my friends.
Oh, Ed, you make me so happy when you talk that way. I'd do anything to make you proud of me again, like when we was first married.
Well, that's why I got this little package of medicine for you.
Medicine?
Yeah.
For me?
Yeah, that's right.
Is this the beauty secret you was telling me about before?
Sure is.
But does it work, Ed?
Well, sure, it must work. Well, just look what it did for that woman in the nightclub.
Oh, you mean Clara?
Sure. Well, they tell me when she first came to work there, she was all run down and thin. She looked as homely as anyone you ever saw.
Now she's so beautiful. Oh, if I could only look like her.
You can, honey. Here, now you take this package. It'll do the trick.
Oh, Ed. Thank you, honey. Oh, thanks a million.
Oh, that's all right, Ada. You take it the way the directions say, and, well, it'll make me very happy.
Oh, I will, Ed. I will. Oh, feels like a powder of some kind.
Yeah, that's what it is. A beauty powder.
Oh.
Now, you'll find full directions inside. You start taking it tonight according to those directions, and in a couple of weeks, you'll never think about being homely again.
Hi, Lieutenant.
Okay, hop in, Ryan.
Yes, sir. I got the message you left for me, Lieutenant. What's up? Pat said my friend Jim Morgan was poisoned.
That's what we discovered.
Well, I'd like to lay my hands on the person who did it.
Well, you're going to get your chance, Ryan. Got a job for you to tackle, a big job.
Good. Do I drop the Babe Loomis assignment?
Now, you can do this job and keep your eyes open for Loomis at the same time. Both assignments are in the same vicinity.
Okay. What's the pitch, Lieutenant?
Well, I've just discovered some very interesting data at the Bureau of Records.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm. Too many people on the Lower West Side have been dying of acute indigestion.
So you think it's a racket?
I do. Has all the earmarks of one. Here, here's a list of deaths and the dates on which they occurred.
Mm-hmm. Hey, they all died within the past few months.
That's right. And you'll notice that the cause of death in each case might also be a symptom of poisoning.
Yeah, so I see. You want me to keep this list and question the nearest survivor?
Keep the list, Ryan, but stay away from the nearest survivor, the husband or wife, as the case may be. Question relatives and neighbors only.
Okay. What tack do I take with the questioning?
Well, find out if they have any suspicions of foul play in the death of their friend or relative. If they have, question them about the nearest survivor.
I get it, Lieutenant. Find out how they got along with the deceased and so on.
That's right. I figure if the deceased persons on that list are the victims of a poison racket, there'll be a clue in the information you get that may lead us to the racketeers themselves.
Sure, that makes sense.
All right, Ryan, you better get out here. Can't be seen too near that district in a police car.
Right, Lieutenant.
Now, keep in touch with me, Ryan. I want to know everything you find out.
Yes, sir.
And good luck.
Now, in this reenactment of the poison racket murders, Detective Ryan rings doorbell after doorbell seeking information, questioning friends and relatives of the deceased persons on his list. And always among the answers he gets, there runs an identical thread of information concerning the nearest survivor.
Well, officer, just before her husband died, she became very friendly with some people in a nightclub.
The husband's habits since his wife died? Well, I don't know much about them, officer, but I do know he used to visit a nightclub on Oak and Cicero.
Picking up a hint here, a suggestion there, Detective Ryan slowly but surely uncovers a path that leads to Mitchell's neighborhood nightclub. Not knowing exactly what he'll find, he steps into the Tawdry Club and is seated at a table. Soon he's approached by Clara. A few minutes later, Babe Loomis passes by the detective's table, studies the customer a few seconds, then rushes back through the black curtains to Mitchell's office.
Mitch,
Yeah, babe, what's on your mind?
Give me my gun. It's in the bottom drawer of your desk
Take
there.
it easy, babe. I thought I made it clear to you when you first came here. Nobody carries a rod in my club.
Give me my rod. There's a cop out there.
Cop? Where?
Out there at one of the tables. He's talking to Clara.
You mean that big fellow in the gray suit at number 3?
That's the one.
You scared me for a minute, babe. That fella's just another customer.
Now, look. When he saw me, he knew who I was. He's got that copper look in his eyes.
Oh, babe, you've been dodging dicks for so long you think everybody's on your trail.
I'm telling you, Mitch, I'm telling you. I know.
Okay. Here's your gun. We'll go out and keep our eye on him.
Detective Bureau, Lieutenant Campbell speaking.
Lieutenant, this is Ryan.
Yes, Ryan.
I've spotted Babe Loomis.
Good work.
I also think I've got a line on who's responsible for the death of Jim Morgan and the others on that list.
Nice going.
There's a phony fortune teller in this club here where I am now. Her name's Clara. We've been talking, and I told her about a rich old aunt of mine who's going to leave me a fortune when she dies. She suggested she knows a way to hurry the process. So she's taking me back to meet the bosses and get the details. And I think one of the bosses is Babe Loomis.
Ryan, where are you? Ryan, what's happened? What a break. Pat, come in here.
Yes, Chief. What's up?
Ryan just phoned in. He's telling me he had a line on that poison ring when something happened.
What do you mean?
He was cut off in the middle of a sentence by what sounded to me like a blow.
Oh, it looks like trouble, huh?
Yeah, serious trouble. Get me the emergency desk on the phone.
Yes.
We're going to need help from the motor patrol to find him.
You mean you don't even know where he is?
No, he didn't tell me. But from what he said and the piano music I caught over the wire, he's in a nightclub somewhere on the west side. A nightclub that's got a fortune teller named Clara. Pat, we've got to locate that club.
Let's bump this flatfoot off now. Get it over with.
That's what I say.
We will. When it comes to.
What are you waiting for? We've been sitting here for half an hour now.
I told you I want to find out how much he knows.
I heard him mention my name on the telephone.
Sure, isn't that enough?
No. I want to know if he knows anything else. Maybe he ain't caught on to our racket.
We have, Mitch. I read his fortune. I already mentioned a way to get rid of his rich aunt.
Oh, sister, are you a dope?
Oh, how'd I know he's a copper? He didn't look like one to me.
So he does know everything. That's different. We got to get out of here before the police pick up our trail. Clara, get the file cards together. I have to take them out and burn them.
Okay, Mitch.
This is one dick who's through snooping, once and for all. Give me your gun, babe.
It's a pleasure.
Keep out of the way, Clara.
Reach for the ceiling, all of you.
It's a cop!
No, you don't, baby. Give me that partner stuff you got there.
Better stay where you are, all of you.
Hey, Lieutenant. You made it here just in time.
You all right, Ryan?
Yeah, I've been playing possum. They thought they knocked me out cold.
What's the idea of busting in here and shooting me in the arm?
You'll find out soon enough.
Hey, Chief, this box I took away from the dame, it looks like a file on all their customers.
That's what it is, Lieutenant.
This card right on top here says there's a woman slated to take arsenic in her milk tonight before she goes to bed. Her name's Ada Carter. Here's her address right here on the card.
Those cards don't mean a thing. They don't prove nothing.
Maybe. Pat, call that woman right away. Or better yet, go to her house.
Yes.
Maybe you can catch her before she takes it.
Sure thing, Lieutenant.
Ryan, put the cuffs on these people.
Boy, is this a pleasure. I haven't forgotten that sock on the head. Come here, you.
We're taking them down to headquarters and booking them on suspicion of murder. What happens to them after that is up to the courts of justice.
Now, as the police reach Mrs. Ada Carter in time to prevent her name from being added to this fearful murder list, the events in this poison racket case draw to a swift close. Mitch, Babe Loomis, and Clara are indicted on a murder charge. The files Mitch so carefully kept revealed the names of 17 people who had used the services of the poison ring. These 17, too, were indicted for murder. All were found guilty, the ringleaders as well as their customers. All but Clara, who left town and became a fugitive from justice. Justice decreed that the 17 should spend the rest of their lives behind bars. For Mitch and Babe Loomis, the maximum penalty was meted out. Death in the electric chair. And so it is now that at police headquarters in Chicago...
Ryan.
Yes, sir?
Remove James Morgan's card from the active file and mark it case closed.
Justice triumphs.
Although the names of all persons, characters, and places are entirely fictitious, and any similarity to persons living or dead is purely coincidental, this dramatization was based on an actual murder case. Next week at this same time, the Mutual Broadcasting System will present another dramatization taken from the files of True Justice series, appearing each week in the New York Sunday News and its syndicate. These programs are produced and directed by Jock McGregor. The story is dramatized by Bart Conry, and the narrator is George Carson Putnam. Clara was played by Nancy Sheridan. Detective Ryan was Don Douglas, and Lieutenant Campbell was Ralph Camargo. Others in the cast were Sandy Strauss as Babe Loomis, Maurice Tarplin as Mitch. Mrs. Carter was Joan Shea, and Pat was Humphrey Davis. The orchestra, conducted by Emerson Buckley, played music written especially for this broadcast by Richard DuPage. Frank McCarthy speaking. This program came from New York. For another exciting drama, stay tuned now for Scotland Yard, starring Basil Rathbone as Inspector Burke. You'll hear The Case of the Lady Killer in just a moment. This is the Mutual Broadcasting System.